What is up, everybody? Look at that. 9 o'clock on the dot. Welcome back to Sandlot Gaming's Dungeons and Dragons. We are currently playing through the Tomb of Annihilation module. This will be our third session in this module. We are currently in Port Nyanzar. We've been in here for two sessions. Where we left off last week, Steve, our half-elf warlock, got himself into quite the pickle with a local fisherman or captain of a ship of some kind that he tried to basically con his ship off of him, and he got caught and led into an ambush because the captain figured out that he was doing that. So we paused the game there as they were getting ready to confront Steve, as they confronted Steve about it, and he is by himself, and we're going to see what he does about it. So let's jump into the channel and see what's going on.
All right. Hey, Mike, could you start us off with a recap of everything that happened last week up to the Thundering Lizard, and then we'll let Hillers explain what went horribly awry from there?
I can. I got to pull up those notes again, though.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You actually sent them out in notes.
So I figured out who the worst people in the world were this week, by the way.
Who are the worst people in the world?
People who try to pass you after you pull over to let an ambulance go by.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Were they following the ambulance?
No, they were following me, like they were behind you, and everybody pulls over, and as the ambulance goes by, they try to get out real quick and get past you before you can pull out.
Take advantage of the empty space.
Yes, exactly.
Wow.
Worst people in the world.
I'll pull into the middle of the road after that happens to prevent other people from whizzing past me as the people in front of me are pulling out to get back into their spot.
So
that's
is the moral of the story, don't pull out?
Sure. Yeah, let's go with that.
There it is.
All right, so last
There
week.
goes one of our dedicated listeners.
Yeah, but we might gain so many more.
Yeah, maybe. Just turn this all into shock puns.
12 to 15 years down the road. All right, so last week we started off by meeting Volothamp Gedarm, who was near the bridge where we made the deal with what's-his-face at the end of last week. He was writing a book called Volo's Guide to Monsters and was interviewing the harbor master right on the water there. Steve bought the book for 50 gold. Roland bargained it down to 47 gold and an autograph, and we went and talked to the harbor master. We lost somebody. Who'd we lose? Anyway.
And
I got to ask for the
probably
recap.
turning on his computer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went into the harbor master's office. He had, told us about some pirates that were outside the bay attacking ships that were approaching, and asked if we could help him take care of that, but offered no assistance in the matter whatsoever. And so off we went. We asked them about the people we met, and they said they were all merchant princes, and we must be a big deal if we talk to them. We then went back to Wakanga's house. Wakanga was not there, but we spoke to Sindra, who gave us a letter and told us to find Jobal, who would arrange us, or would find a guide for us to help us travel through the jungle. And those are the ones that you will find in your handouts. When we got to Jobal's house, those are the handouts that we found. She also gave us a journal, which cataloged the adventures of a wizard named Tigwum. I think that's spelled right on the notes. I don't know. But there was a location noted where this guy or girl left their shielded guardian, or their shield guardian behind. The guardian gave us the guardian's name, and apparently there was a control amulet somewhere that we don't know in the jungle as well, which I guess would be assumed to be able to control the shield guardian. Anyway, Sindra marked the location on the map of where the shield guardian was. We also got a spell.
Not the amulet. That's lost in the jungle.
Right, so we'll have a guardian that somebody's going to have to carry. It's going to be a pain. They also gave us a spell book, which Zygmundo negotiated, I think, when for the deal we made for the shield. So Zygmundo, you get a spell book with some sweet spells in it. Congrats on that.
Mm-hmm.
also told us to, before we head out, well, first of all, hurry up and head out because her face is like melting off by the day, and then to go to the Red Bazaar and the Grand Souk to get supplies. And yeah, that was it. Oh, the cube. We asked about the cube again, and she remembered that Nesnar found it in Chult, where Sindra died, at the ruins of Mabala. They were battling some type of flying creatures, but something else killed her. She's not sure what. We went to a bathhouse where Steve got a sweet massage of some kind, and me and Roland got we got the shaft basically. And then we headed to the Thundering Lizard, where we were looking to find a man named Dashlin who would have a ship for us, who might be able to help us get out to the pirates that the harbor master was asking us to get rid of. And Steve, you want to take it from there, buddy?
Wow.
Okay, so urged along recently to use my mask of many faces more liberally. I figured since the guy was asking for the location of ruins that he didn't know where they were, maybe I could just tell him they were someplace and he'd give us the ship. So I told him I knew where they were. I could definitely show him. And he basically took me looking like someone else, just a random person from the streets that I'd seen earlier in the day, to a some sort of seer. It had a very particular name, but basically the person's job was to just cast a spell essentially to determine whether or not my information was trustworthy. And then the guy said, yeah, it went fine. So Steve very warily, because when you look at the size of the map, there's like almost no chance that it would have gone fine. It's like there's like hundreds of miles apart, and I was just like, there and there in two random places.
It was confirmed, I believe, later that you were nowhere close.
Yeah, hundreds of miles away. But the guy said it was fine, and so I was like, boy, I really wasn't expecting that to be the case. So I was nervously following him through town. We arrived at the dock, and then he sort of called out the crew. I'll have to consult with Troy to figure out exactly what state the crew is in. But he then declared that we have a thief, and then the session ended.
Wow, that's a lot.
And Recto and Roland have no idea where Steve is.
Yeah, I didn't
and we
tell
are
them
drinking
I
in
was
a
gonna
bar.
do any of this.
Yeah, Steve is completely alone.
And what does Steve look like right now?
Just a dude, just a
A random
Guy
pass
on
him on the street dude.
yeah,
Like
So nondescript, you'd never look again.
just somebody from the city that was mulling about. Yeah. But I would like a little bit more detail on the surroundings. Now, I'm on the docks here. I can see, wow, I really walked way up in there, didn't I?
You sure did.
I wasn't aware of that. We did not see this board before last week. So, just to be clear, I did see sort of the town, right?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yes, you saw.
Well, as I was coming in.
Why don't we go back, swap over to the map of the port. And so one thing for some of you that weren't in last week's session, everything's been kind of shifted a little bit as I rotated the map so that north is upward facing.
Oh,
So
good.
Steve can be found right here in the middle in the warehouse district.
You didn't swap it, I don't think.
I'm not
yeah,
seeing it.
Yeah,
on
I'm
the
sorry, I
map.
just swapped it on my screen.
Yeah, and you guys will notice we've been filling out the numbers of the map pretty capably, I'll say, since given our time.
What are the numbers?
Each one is a point of interest, and we learned something about either the people who live there or, something like that. And just so that I'm sure I know where I'm headed. Where was the location of the tavern where Roland and
The tavern's right over here
And
in the Red Bazaar.
okay. All right. Gotcha.
All right. Give me a
Okay.
second. So we came in by number 2. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been finding out about this town left and right.
All right. So let's see.
And one question about this map, are those barrels something I'll have to navigate around?
Which barrels are you referring to in this case?
The
Like-
part of the scenery on the
They
dock.
are.
Okay.
They are indeed. So,
Where are our other party members? Are they with us in the bar, I guess?
they are. Everybody's in the bar, except for Steve.
Womp womp.
All right. So go ahead, Steve, and roll initiative.
Okay. One second. Where the heck is it? There it is. Nice.
That helps.
Whew.
All right. So, as Larrick and Steve approach the ship, Larrick calls out to the sailors milling about on top of the decks. We have a thief! And you see a couple of the heads perk up and look over towards you. So, Steve, it is your turn.
All right. Let's see. I will just can I just say something without using an action or emotion
can.
here? Okay, I say, gentlemen, please. Before we do anything we regret, I think there's something you should know. You'll never catch Garrod the Fabric Slayer. And then I use my action to raise the hood on my cloak of the manta ray.
Okay.
Okay, and then
Okay. Yep.
let's see, how far can I go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd like to jump into the water and
Okay.
then start swimming under the dock. And
Uh-huh.
given that I have a swim speed of 60 feet, I'll let you tell me how far it is, given that I've used about 10 of it to get
Sure.
off.
So you got 50 more feet left.
Sweet. All right, so I'd like to get under the dock, basically.
So can you kind of like ping where you're trying to go?
Yeah, okay, so I jump off in this direction.
Okay.
Okay, and then I'd like to swim under the dock going this way, but eventually my destination.
You didn't ping
Oh,
which
sorry.
way you're going.
Well, southward.
Use your ruler.
Towards the shore,
Okay.
right, and then move under the dock back towards the landing point over here.
Okay. And are you trying to do so in a way that they don't see what you're doing?
Yeah, I want to stay
Good.
under the dock, out of their sight.
Then, so that, I mean, look, when you're under here, they can't see you, right?
That's what I was hoping. Yeah.
But if you want to try and get up here without being seen, that's going to be a stealth roll.
All right. Okay. Can I revise my plan? I thought it was like automatic. It's you can tell me if I can revise it or not.
Well, why don't we just do that? Just roll your stealth roll. Come on.
All right. Should have just kept swimming.
Drum roll, please.
Stealth.
No whammy, no whammy, no
I
whammy.
know, right? Stealth. This isn't one I use very
Hold on,
often.
and you wouldn't make it quite that far. So
Yeah,
you were,
he'd still be under the dock, I think.
yeah, and you were right here originally, I believe.
I was
To the
right
left
there.
of that.
Yeah.
Yep. And so you would be, assuming you went. Actually, you were here, right?
Right.
Because you.
Right.
you
So I
were,
went 10
you
feet
were
off the
here.
dock,
Yep. Yep.
and I'd like to, dive down a bit, not be over the water, be under the water,
Sure.
and then swim down towards the dock.
Okay, so let's say. So do you want to stay? Let's say do you want to go in under here, or did you want to keep going out this way?
Yeah, I'll head out over here,
Over here. Okay, so
but under the dock.
sure. So that's 10 feet, and then let's say you go 5 feet down.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're at 15 feet,
It's
so you can get another
nighttime
40.
in the ocean, right? So
So you can get another 10 feet.
okay, yeah, down that way is fine.
That's how far you can make it. And you're under this.
Right.
Okay. Is that the? I mean, I don't even know if you can
That's
cast
it.
spells or doing it under.
No, I used my. I mean, if I wanted to use one as a bonus action, maybe I could. But
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. All right, and so as you do that, Larrick notices you diving off. He's in the water. Look for him. And they start milling about, looking for you. And you do see a few sailors come up. Or actually, you don't see this. So you start to hear more shouting of voices that are new.
okay.
Yeah, let's see. Okay. Let me just go through all this. Okay. And it's your turn. And you're still that stealth roll continues for what it's worth.
Okay. So I'd like to swim down to here. You see where I'm pinging?
Yep.
Still under the water.
Yep. So you can get about this far, and as you're swimming, so you're swimming through the pylons underneath of the warehouse on the pier. As you get out from under that and you start to get closer to the shore, it's starting to get shallower. So you're soon going to have to. You probably can't go any further than where you are right now without coming up out of the water.
Got it.
And this is about how far you can move on your turn, for what it's worth.
Yeah.
All right. And
Wait, if I have a swimming speed of 60 feet, does that mean I can take a movement action of 60 feet and then another movement action of 60 feet?
if you wanted to dash, you could.
Okay. Then, yeah, I want to run out of the ocean and down this alleyway.
Well, but here's the thing. So obviously this part of that is not swimming.
Right. However
So-
far I can get.
So what will happen is I'll give you to about there. So we'll use up 10 feet of your swim.
Okay.
Gosh, how does this work now?
Yeah, I mean, so that's what 10 out of 60 is.
I would
So that's
say-
a
I mean, I would
sixth
think
of his
always-
movement, right? So a sixth of 30 feet would be
5.
5, which means he
We
would
have
have
maybe 25 feet
25
left.
left.
You can get to there.
Perfect.
All right.
Break the hell out.
All right. Let me move some of these guys around.
Man, Garrod could swim.
I don't call him the Fabric Slayer for nothing.
Can somebody explain that bit to me, the second half?
He likes to rip down the shades, wasn't it? In
Yeah.
you attack him.
He missed badly fighting the Sharktopus and cut down a curtain instead.
All right, Steve, it's your turn. Peace out.
Okay. What's that?
Peace out.
Yeah, well, I want to go down an alleyway and then change my appearance to be somebody else, like an
Let me
old
try
man.
one thing here. Oh, just barely. Okay. All right. So you're able to just barely scoot in behind these warehouses and make it back out into the rest of the warehouse district without being seen.
Okay, am I now out of combat?
You are.
Okay, I would like to use my urchin ability to move through the city at twice the normal rate
Okay.
to head back to the bar,
Okay.
where I will recommend to Recto and Roland that that captain will probably be super willing to treat with them now regarding finding ruins for the ship. I
Wow.
then go sit by the fire. I change back into myself
Okay,
briefly
so-
to tell them that, and then change
so-
back into the old man.
So here's what I'm gonna say. So I'm gonna say that that was probably like about a 2-hour thing for you. and we'll kind of rewind time to just after you left, and now give the rest of the group, an opportunity to talk about what happened during that time.
Sure.
Dude, has anybody seen Steve?
Hey,
Come back all dripping.
So you guys were so at least two of you. So Recto and Roland were at the table witnessing the deal go down, right? So you know what happened.
but we didn't know it was Steve.
I didn't tell him it was me.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, we didn't know it was him.
We had no idea.
Just
He had
walked in and
changed
took the-
before he came up there.
some guy just walked in and took our captain. So I guess ships are a fairly high demand around here.
I know, it's weird that somebody would want the same ship at the same time as us. It's really
Man.
bizarre.
Yeah, I guess next time we just gotta agree right off the bat.
Yeah. So I guess my plan would have been to, since that didn't work out with him and he appears to have gone away, have a few drinks and probably head to bed. I mean, just because it was getting pretty late, with plans to get up in the morning, get supplies, and maybe think about picking a guide and heading out.
Okay.
Now I have a question.
Yep.
Would I have been able to remember or discern the pamphlets that we saw at the harbor master's office? Were those the same ones that we currently are kind of studying and looking at? Same people?
Yeah, you
Because those
believe
are for
that
guides
they were,
as well.
You noticed there was some overlap. You don't remember all of them exactly, but from what you can recall, they seem the same.
Okay. Well, if I had no reason to think to go back there, I would probably do the same. Have some drinks, libations, and plan to be heading to sleep. But there's a good chance I'm awake in 2 hours when what I know is going to happen happens. So I will probably be awake when Steve gets there.
Okay. Sigmundo or Squawk?
I'm performing in the tavern. For your convenience, I've already typed out what I am performing, and I roll my performance check.
All right. All right. The crowd loved it. It was a rowdy night already, and you got them even more into it. They have a thirst for adventure now, and you've got patrons buying you mugs of Tej left and right.
Okay, does it make a constitution check to see how drunk I'm getting?
Yeah, I'll let you choose, how Squawk.
You're a bird. You have hollow bones. You
He just
definitely
ends up shitting all over the bar.
I imagine he flies a lot like in BoJack Horseman. Where he just doing this.
Who lets these flying fucking people in here? Shitting all over the place.
Squawk does not shit in this. She does not shit in public.
He has modesty for a bird.
He's not a savage.
Yeah.
Let's see if he has modesty after 3 mugs of Tej.
How about Zigmundo? Zigmundo, what are you doing?
I mean, I'm just hanging out with everybody else here.
Just with the your other party mates?
Yes.
Did we want to discuss a guide while we were hanging out here?
Yeah, it's a good
I feel
time.
like
I mean,
it's
Steve won't have a vote, but that's not the end of the world.
I mean, we
How
could
do you guys
always.
want to vote?
I mean, if we come to a consensus without him, then we can do.
Yep. Let me bring him up here real quick.
Fuck. What was 2 weeks ago? Where was the place that we were going to go that I that I was going to follow them to? The name of that town.
You were going to write that down and let us know later.
Sorry. PM.
Wait, the place where that you wanted to go, like where the Arakoa are from?
Yes.
Arakakra? That place. Kirsabal.
First of all, I'm going to write that down here right now. Yeah. And just as a DMing note, just to make sure that I don't step out of bounds, I'm still trying to, as far as I know, I'm trying to get to Kirsabal with them. Like I really haven't been with them to know exactly everything that they're going through. Correct?
You've been with them the whole time, more or less, right?
Looking for
Since,
guys.
since arriving in Port Nyanzaru.
Okay, no, my question was more last week since I wasn't necessarily there, like where, I would have been fine with just saying like I'm performing, I'm doing squawk things like as a bard, just like going from tavern to tavern, doing performance and stuff, getting information about the town.
Okay, well, if you want to get information, then let me know that you're trying to get information because I can give you information.
Okay, we really should have RP'd that offline. Why? So I'm gonna come over. So after my performance and after I have slayed this crowd with my with my lyrical wonders, I'm gonna come over to this table and say, "Where's my voices?" It was kind of like, no, it wasn't like that. My voice sounded like one of your characters. I can't find it right now.
I can assure you, it was soothing on the ears.
Sorry.
One of Troy's characters? Which one?
Troy's characters are always very
like this tonight. Whatever.
Canadian
Hey,
buddy.
so when are we going to Kirsaval? When are we going to Kirsaval?
There you go. That's
Yep,
what that was
that's about
That's
it.
about right.
When are we going to Kirsaval?
Can't you just fly there?
No, we're not holding you up.
My wings work. It's okay. You don't want me to go. That's fine. I'll find another party to go.
Well, I mean,
Fly
we're going to the jungle. I mean, but can't you just fly there?
Well, it's too far for me to fly.
I mean, fair enough. You're welcome to join us, I think. Right, guys?
I mean, you're welcome to join us, but I'm not saying we're necessarily going
We're
there.
ready to go. Were we supposed to leave today?
Not sure where you got that information.
Also, where's the little one?
You got me.
Yeah, we don't know. He wanders off sometimes.
You guys might not seem like the most reliable people to be traveling with.
Well, there's no guarantee we're going to where you want to go. We have to sort of consult and see where our next step is.
Well, where are we going? What is your next step?
That's what we're trying to figure out.
So what do we get out of bringing you to your home? I mean, how does this work? We just take you there.
Why
and then
would we do
leave?
that? These guides are getting 5 gold a day. What kind of what kind of bank you got?
I don't believe in giving you money for assisting you in going places that you're already going.
So you'll be helping us?
I will provide. I will assist where I can. Yes.
Like back rubs and like stuff like that, or what are we talking about?
Feather tickles.
I can. All right. I guess I give Recto a back rub with my claws.
Ooh, that's nice. Ooh. My leg starts shaking like a dog's leg.
Your back starts bleeding.
Well, I believe the plan was to stay the night, resupply, and head out in the morning.
That's what you said yesterday.
We still have to
No,
go
this is still the same. This is
No,
still
this is still the same day.
Oh,
This is the end of that day.
Okay.
Yeah, this is still just our first day in this town, right?
It's kind of eventful.
Um,
Delivering shields and
yeah, speaking of guides, do you guys have any thoughts on these pamphlets?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
After reading through them, I think I personally would want to be going for Iku. She seems someone who will help the jungle.
All right, who else?
My first choice would be Musharib, as he has a similar backstory to me. I can empathize with his with what he's looking for.
Similar backstory to me.
Similar
What about you?
history.
That's what I said about you when I met you, Mike. I like this guy. He has a similar backstory to me.
I punch Steve.
I'm not there.
You take a reaction to punch Steve when he arrives.
Yeah, I will hold my action.
Steve, what do you want? Who do you like?
I'm not there yet.
Oh, I thought you were.
That one was too much to let slide. I can.
Zig.
I'm looking at the brothers. The Faro and Gondolos.
They were my second choice.
You just like them because they sound Italian.
They remind me of home. A gondola, such a nice name.
They seem like a fun pair as well. Hey, Birdman, you got any thoughts on these guide
I
options?
don't know if he gets a voting share. I don't know about that.
Well, we don't have to use his advice, but we can at least ask him.
Is he gonna be footing in for the 5 gold a day? If we get to that, that's another issue we'll have to work out.
You guys do what you choose.
I guess we just have to sit and hopefully Steve will show up at some point. Otherwise, we're on without him tomorrow. He knows how this works.
So, Squawk, it sounds like you have no interest in helping us with this this major mission or problem that has caused death to be broken. Or are you going to be helping us with this, or are you just trying to get back to your home?
Why don't we just? I will help. I haven't really decided. I just need to get home, and we'll take it from there.
Well, I got to be honest with you. Getting you home seems a little less pertinent than fixing this whole cannot be resurrected thing.
I mean, do you need my help?
Probably not. No. So, but if you're going to be with us, we want to be sure we know what we're dealing with.
Meaning,
when we get into that jungle, you need to know who you can trust.
You heard what Sindra told us. You heard what could be overcoming this world here. Are you not interested in that whatsoever? You're not willing to help with that at all?
I don't really. My life is my life, and my people's life is my people's life. What happens to others isn't my biggest concern. I'm losing my voice with them again. What do you want?
Well,
I mean, if you need my help, just say so.
We want to fix death.
Yeah, we don't necessarily need your help. It sounds like you need our help, though. So, on the list of our priorities, getting you home is not near the top. I got to tell you right now.
Plus, the last person's home I went to was a shithole, and I don't think I want to do that again.
It's very true.
Yes, I will help you. I will help you. Yes.
So if
you help us fix death. We will find a way of finding your home.
Why do you want death? Death is natural. Why do you want to stop death?
Why do we want to stop? We want to not stop death, but fix it.
That's not broken.
We want to restore the natural order of death in this world. We want to make it the way it's supposed to be, and fix the curse that has come upon it.
So as you guys are talking about this, in walks Steve. Steve, are you still disguised, or what do you look like?
I will turn back into myself.
Okay.
Did I have time to really dry off, or am I like?
No, you're still pretty damp.
Damp. Okay. Moist. I kind of kick the door down, not down, but like hurriedly rush in.
But which way does it open, though? Because I need the visuals here.
Kick fails. It hits me in the face. I walk into the bar.
Ow.
I feel like, this is the longest day ever. And I walk up to Recto and Roland and Assorted Sundry, and I go, good, that Birdman's here. You'll be excited. These guys are going to get a ship really soon. That guy's going to come back. When he does, he'll probably be very interested in trading you a ship. Maybe like one we need to get this bird guy home. Bird guy, hey, if you want to join us. But I need to dry off before he gets here. So I'm just going to go grab a room, and I'll see you guys in the morning. We should definitely head into the jungle. I like that Syndra, but, or what was her name? Sildar? What was that? The one I voted for?
Salida.
Salida. I like that Salida one. I think she's got some moxie, but I'm good with whatever. So have a great night, and I'll see you in the morning. And
does Steve have like fish life on him, like not like marine life on him?
He might have
a
stray piece of seaweed. Yeah.
Can I pick it off him?
Sure.
Steve, As soon as he's done being used as a walking buffet, goes up and contracts a room from the vendor. Let me know if that has a monetary cost associated with it.
Okay. Yep. It's gonna be a silver from each of you for the night.
No problem.
All right. So where did that leave us? Who voted for who here?
So
I voted for
So I wonder what that was all about.
yeah, what the hell was he talking about? And where the hell was that guy?
Why was he so moist?
Looks like he made quite the splash wherever he went.
Oh, boom!
All right. Well, so it sounds like we can't agree on a primary vote. But we all seem pretty happy to go with the brothers with the Triceratops or whatever they are.
Did let me check here. Did they have a side quest? They didn't. Did
I
they?
don't think so.
Equal share, reduced weight for equal share of treasure. Not a fan there.
They just
Although it's
promised us
expensive,
treasure.
30 days. Can we afford the?
I mean, as a group, we can afford these guys for sure. Any
So,
of them.
that's what I want to know. It's not $5 a day. It's not 5 gold a day per person. It's 5 gold a day todos, right?
Total.
So for them, they only get
That's a
2.
gold piece.
Even though there's 2 of them, they still only need 5 gold a day as total, right?
That's correct.
And they're just not giving the trike any money. That's pretty messed up.
So here's my
Maybe
concern.
the Trike
Here's my
gets 4
concern.
of those gold. They're splitting that last gold themselves.
So here's my concern about the brothers. They have a fucking Triceratops. If they decide that they want to leave us somewhere and take everything we own, we
Yeah, I
don't
had
do
that thought
anything
too.
about that. It's a fucking Triceratops.
I had that thought too.
You know, guys that aren't from the area, non-locals, you know, they're here
What-
for a buck. I get that. I respect that.
Why don't we do this? Why don't we all, I guess, submit or type out our top 2, and then we can kind of make an alignment based on that. Does that work for everyone?
Top 3
Oh, okay, top 3 in
How about
order though, right?
in order. Yeah.
All right. Cool. Man,
What is the name of the trash
how are you
talking?
guys getting a secondary line? I can't do that.
Shift enter.
Oh, I was hitting alt.
What was the name of the trash talking woman?
Salida.
Salida.
Oh yeah, definitely.
She's big on negative campaigning.
It works.
People wouldn't do it if it didn't.
I was sold.
These other people like to kill puppies. Looks like Iku is
Come on, Iku.
all right, how do we tally this?
You sign them each a number. The one with the highest score wins.
All right.
Or just the one
Accountant,
that
do you want to
goes-
handle that? While I go get a beer.
A number 1 is 3 points. A number 2 is 2 points.
Or a number 1 is 1 point, and the number with the lowest one wins.
That's also pretty standard and easy.
Does Steve? You can still vote in this here, Steve.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, you did. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah, I need to use the. I'm sorry, I need to buy on beer break. Sorry.
The masked woman, by the way, is Azaka.
Okay.
So
0 doesn't count as a point get.
All right, so who can we eliminate? It looks like
Musharrab,
Musharrab can be eliminated. Azaka. Oh no, wait, never mind.
Q.
I think it's Iku.
Iku is on 3 of our lists. Is there anybody else on 3 of our lists?
Mm-mm.
No,
Others.
I'm fine with that.
That's a guaranteed payment, though.
Most of them are.
It's pretty cheap.
I'd be okay with the masked woman too, Azaka.
I guess my
To get
question is why
request.
her instead of Musharrab?
She can find hidden paths.
She's a local. I trust her a bit more. Maybe I shouldn't, but
Also, Salida's on 3 lists.
listen,
I mean-
Musharrab was on my list too. so
Musharrab is from the jungle too, though.
not the jungle is his home. Not where he was born.
We can assume they all know the jungle. It guides to the jungle.
That doesn't mean a dick. They might be trying to look for assholes like us to go and jump just outside the city walls.
Fair enough. The other
We're back at it after we just paid 150 gold. We're back at paying somebody else 150 gold.
All right, so we're down to EQ and who?
Salida
Salida.
is on 3 lists too. Salida has 2 1s and a 3. Iku has 2 2s and a 1.
The question is, are we taking
That's
Squawk's
exactly the
vote?
same number of points.
Matt,
So
roll for
let's revote based on those two. Just
roll for it.
well, let's do a vote based on those two. Who everyone prefers, either EQ or Salida.
EQ or wait.
There,
Well,
there
that,
we go.
that does it.
That's the quorum.
Yep.
Wow, quite the democracy we got going here, boys.
This is a
Now
direct
it goes to the
run
electoral
democracy.
college.
Well, it's a big
Yeah.
deal. I mean, we're going out into the jungle for God knows how long, with who knows what going on.
Now it goes to the electoral college, and the brothers of the Triceratops win.
Congratulations, democracy at its
We have the
finest.
best democracy in the world.
All right, Nick. While you were out, they voted EQ.
Cool.
Equal.
Iku is what?
Oh,
The
the
best
puns
woman?
there. She's the one for the good of the forest or whatever.
Oh,
She seems to be the holier than
I
thou
know,
one.
right? Ugh.
well, that's cool. Rector will just.
I'm a
kill her.
forest bee dweller, you know. I gotta.
I get it. You got to go with your peeps.
All right,
Rector
so
will just punch her.
we'll turn
All right,
in. Turn in for the night.
Yeah, but I think before you guys turn in, as you guys wrap up, the doors swing open, and there's very few people in the tavern at this point. The music is quieted down. There's a few people passed out here and there, and in walks Larrick Dashland, and he looks pissed off.
Looking pissed.
He sidles up to. He kind of looks around pretty intently, but because there's so few people, he's quickly able to see everybody who's present, and disappointed, just heads to the bar and grabs another mug of Tej.
Dude, I'm not messing with a pissed off pirate. I'm gonna leave him alone.
Hey, man! Congrats on your sale.
Ah, it was a thief.
A what? What'd you call me?
Not you. That bastard tried to con me out of my ship.
Who was that guy?
I don't know, but if I find him, oh, I've got friends that will not like this.
Did he?
Back
did
on
he-
the mainland,
Did he
Faerun.
did he
We're
give you a
talking not
name?
just Chultan vengeance. No, I never got his name. I should have done that. Actually, wait. When he was leaving, he said Jared. He said
The
his
subway,
name
the
was
subway guy.
Jared or Garrod. Garrod? Something like that. But I'm
Garage.
gonna find him.
Oh yeah.
Do you know him?
Well, we know Agorod. I don't know. He didn't look like that guy, but
Back on the mainland.
Mainland. Tell me of this Garrod that you know.
well, kind of a thief, turns out.
Hmm.
Yeah, totally betrayed us and took all our stuff.
Oh, betray you, take stuff. That sounds like the Garrod I'm looking for. Tell me, does he have a way to disguise himself? Make him look different? You were right next to him. You wouldn't have recognized him?
I shake my head furiously. No.
No, I mean, like I
Grad
said,
we
he
knew
looked-
was a giant orc.
Yeah.
This guy wasn't an orc. Oh, gods.
You keep an eye out for him if you do see him again. We would like to have a talk with a Garad if it happens to be ours as well.
Look, if I find this Garad, he's not going to be in shape to talk to you. I'll tell you that much.
Well, good luck to you. We hope you do find him in that case, and if we find him, we'll send word and let you know.
Aye. And if you are looking for a ship, you know where to find work.
What was the price of that ship again? What were we? What were the terms on that deal?
I need adventurers that are willing to head into the depths of the jungles and find and mark and chart the locations of 2 ancient ruins.
That's what I want to do.
I mean, we're going there anyway. I mean,
We happen to be heading into the jungle in the very near future. If we should happen to pass these locations, if you would like to let us know where they are, I'm sure we could probably work something out.
Look here, if I knew where they were, I wouldn't need any help.
Well, what you're looking for.
All right. So what I've discerned is that the names of the ruins are Nangalore and Orolunga.
What a toss there.
Any other facts that we might be able to use to discern them? As they are ancient layers, they're probably not going to be passers-by. We can ask for directions or where we are.
That's
How
all
do we
I've
know when we're there?
That's all I've been able to suss out. I've been sent here from the mainland, and the jungles, they pushed me back. I've tried to head in myself. I can't make it, but
Who
if
sent you from the mainland?
If you can find it for me, then well, like I said, the ship is yours.
Who sent you from the mainland?
He leans in really closely and says, I work for the Lord's Alliance.
Uh-oh.
Never. I don't know if we've crossed paths with them before. Anything we should know about them?
Well, the Lord's Alliance, they're a collective of the lords that run the major cities along the Sword Coast. Waterdeep, Baldur's Gate, Neverwinter. I was dispatched by my master in Waterdeep.
it's like
There's some magic in these ruins that's important to them.
Are we looking for a physical object in these ruins? What do you know about them?
Just find me the ruins, mark it on a map. That'll be enough, and you'll earn your pay.
Tell me about this ship you have.
Well, she's a mighty fine vessel. She carried me here from the Sword Coast.
How many people are required to run her?
We have a crew of about a dozen. And
They come with the ship?
Well, you'd have to negotiate that with the crew. They're not slaves. They're free men.
Fair enough.
oh, how'd you guys get by the turtle?
Oh, that was a sight to behold. You should have seen 3 of our lads lose their lunch over the side. Well, we carried sacks of gold for the voyage and poured some of the gold and valuables into his mouth, just as we were told.
How much do you
After
think? How much do you think it cost you to get through there?
Easily 100 gold, maybe more.
Okay.
Is that the only way you know of to pass the turtle?
I'm no expert, my friend, but that's what I was told.
Were the pirates out there when you came in?
We were lucky enough to avoid the pirates. We were given a tip that if we flew the flag of Baldur's Gate, they would leave us alone. And well, I don't know if it was the flag or not, but we never had any problem.
Is that flag still on board?
The flag, yes, it is.
Okay. We will look for your ruins. Well, I will talk to we'll talk with our group, and we'll see if we come to an agreement. And if we do, we will let you know.
I'll be here in the Thundering Lizard, but I can't promise I won't find another adventuring party. I'll be looking until this is solved.
Oh, I mean, the rest of you guys are here, right?
Right.
Have I
Yes.
dried off? Have I dried off by this time?
Sure.
Okay. I'd like to just leave my room and go out for a nightcap and just sort of approach the party.
Okay.
I guess the dry off cantrip.
Wishing I had prestidigitation, but would have been faster.
As you approach, Lara kind of looks at you closely, Steve, and have I seen you before?
I was in the tavern earlier here with my companions. You might have seen me then.
Okay. Have you seen this Garrod fellow they're talking about?
Garrod? Oh yeah, he's a real son of a bitch. Let me know if you ever run across him. We have a score to settle.
You saw him tonight?
Oh, well, you never know when you see him. You know, he was cunning enough to extract a scroll of disguise from me.
Bah! He slams his fist on the counter and sees his mug shake. Blasted. All right. If you find him, there's an even bigger reward. Bring him to me.
Okay. Worth considering. Hey, if we find him, trust me, we'll want him as well. Spread the word. He can't escape forever.
Oh, we'll spread the word. My friends will hear of this.
You guys want to take a minute to discuss whether we want to do this for him or not?
Yeah, I don't think we should.
I definitely want to.
Of course you do.
I don't want to agree to it, but I will. If we come back and he's still here and the ship's still available,
I mean, Nick
we'll
wants
keep
to
an
do it.
ear out. I don't want to like specifically say that this is something we have to do for him. I don't want to contractually sign up here to a 2-year plan.
Well, no, we just take the job. We'll assume that no one will find it before we do, and whenever we happen to find it, we'll roll back in here with the location.
We'll just go within 50 miles of one of the spots, 100
And 100
miles.
miles to the other. Yeah, I mean, no reason to tell him we won't do it. I mean, worst case scenario,
We're
someone else finds it or we don't find it.
We're getting pulled quite a bit here, so I don't want to
Well,
like.
I'm not saying we need to go immediately, but we should definitely tell them we'll take the job.
Yeah, well, we're going that way. We'll keep an eye out. If they're nearby, we'll ask our guide, about it. Whatever, we'll do our best, but no guarantees, kind of thing.
Yeah,
I don't even necessarily want to let them know that we're like leaving in the morning.
we don't have to tell them that. We'll just say, well,
I don't really trust this guy, and I just want to be like, all right, we will keep an ear out. We'll see you back here with where they are, and that's the best we can tell you. Find somebody else, get to it before we do. That's our loss.
Works for
Yes,
me.
we'll take the job. Thank you. We will come back in 10 moons with your map.
10 moons. That's a long time. If I'm still here in 10 moons, well, the ship's yours. But I hope to have solved this long before then.
best of luck to you. We'll get
By
that.
the way, he does not speak for the rest of us. He's kind of just flapping around us, so we'll.
Well, I don't really
No, I
care
am already-
which ones of you
He's
come
already
back.
said I'm with them.
If
Yes,
he comes back with a
bring the
map,
idea,
the
bring
ship's
the map.
his.
Okay. Good to see that you guys reached an arrangement with our bird friend here.
The good news is he doesn't plan on coming back. He wants to go back to his home. So,
Well, he'll need a ship to get there, so it looks like we're all heading the same direction for now, huh?
oh no, his home is on this island.
Oh, okay. Which direction?
We don't know.
And we don't know. He's
Oh.
really
So-
weird about it.
Well, then
Before you guys get up from the table, Lyric kind of leans in closely and says, "And just before any of you get an idea to screw me over like that last guy, I do intend to take your map and take it straight to the temple and have it augured. If any of you are trying to screw me, I'm gonna kill you."
Who the hell would do such a thing?
Yeah, what kind of idiot
Asshole.
would do that? That would never work. That is a stupid plan.
With that, I would probably turn in.
I turn in as well, having received my nightcap.
All right.
I'm turning in.
All right, so,
One silver each.
yeah,
I go to
one
the
silver
inn.
each.
And I fly up and I sleep on the roof.
Okay, fine.
50 coppers.
The crappy thing is there's bird shit all over the roof.
Oh, there's a lot of
Most of it's him.
Whatever. We
there's a
don't.
lot of air cocker shit on this roof.
We don't live here. I don't care.
All right, so only a few hours later, it's dawn, and you can already hear the dinosaurs pulling things to the streets, filling the Red Bazaar with goods. Merchants starting to haggle over wholesale prices. The city's coming to life, and you're all on the second floor of the tavern, except for one of you who's on the roof.
I was gonna say, not all of us. Okay, I'm gonna fly up, and I'm gonna start. You said the dinosaurs. I'm just gonna like fly around a little bit around like within like a 2-block radius of the hotel, and just get an idea of what's going on, and just kind of take in the sights and the sound and the smells of the town as it's coming to life.
Okay, so you see, as I mentioned, like the tavern itself is in the Red Bazaar, and you see a lot of meat actually is being carried to the streets here, and you see tremendous slabs, some a dozen feet long of what you presume to be dinosaur meat, but also meat of all sorts of other kinds, and some other provisions and dry goods. But it tends to be more of a market for food, right? Food and spices.
What are your food rules for travel?
Oh yeah, we'll get into that.
Okay.
I'm gonna swoop
You
down.
might
I'm
need
gonna-
some dinosaur meat.
I'm gonna fly down and walk around the town and just like take like scraps as I'm walking. It's like just like taking things, like trying things out, and
In the Red Bazaar, so you're like grabbing chunks of meat.
I'm going to like the kiosks, and yes, I am. Like I'll go to a kiosk. Yes, I am.
Okay. Are you doing so brazenly, or are you trying to? Is this a sleight of hand thing, or is this a fuck all
Yeah, this is
you?
sleight of hand.
This is
I'll do
my
sleight of
meat now.
This will
Some
be sleight
gangster
of,
shit right there.
this will be sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. All right. Well, let's go ahead. And
Rep
roll your sleight of
squawk,
hand.
we hardly knew ye.
Yeah.
Whoa!
No, he's got a really fucking good sleight of hand. So.
A 9. Whoa.
Jesus Christ.
But also, natural 20 there was pretty sick. That, by the way, I believe is the highest ability check we've ever seen.
You now own the Red Bazaar.
All right, so
Waddles out of there, clothes full of meat.
so you're walking through and you're able to use your wing, and like you'll fold your wing in front of you and fan the feathers out, and then sneak your talon out from underneath of the wing, snatch something, pull it up. You're able to grab as much as you want, basically.
DB, okay, so actually, that's not actually how I want to do it.
Okay.
I actually want to be talking to people, and I'm not being sneaky about it per se. Like I'm just like talking to people, moving my hands, and doing party things. So I'm not using my wing to hide it. I'm just like taking things right out from under them without even being super
Fine.
sneaky about it. But just like I'm engaging them and being very charismatic with them, and like getting familiar with the bazaar and having all the merchants like me, like getting to know them and learning information about the Red Bazaar and the town in general as I am stealing out from under their nose.
Okay, and you kind of tuck it into your you've got a little pouch, and you're able to tuck it into your sack, fill it up with a breakfast's worth of food, and what next?
So you guys picked a guy last night, right? Shouldn't we see Joe Ball about that sometime today?
Yeah.
I believe we should. I also would like to try to get a peek at one of these raptors I've seen running around here before we head out into the bush.
Oh yeah, those things looked amazing.
I'd like to just get my eyes on get kind of close to one here. I'd like to check one out before we get so we know what we're in for when we get into the jungle.
Did we see one Troy at the races?
You did. I don't know if Roland saw. There were raptors in the Executioner's Pit, number 2 down there.
Okay.
Executioner's
I
Run,
know
sorry.
I saw them at 2. I don't know. I tried to get close to them. I don't know if I actually saw what they were. I don't remember.
Well, we spoke with Ifan Talroa actually, and or with one of his guards, and he mentioned that he was in charge of the of dinosaur services in the town down in Tirayiki Anchorage, just southeast of where we are now. If we want to head down there, we might be able to get a good look at them.
That would be nice if we could do that at some point today.
Okay. While we're in the Red Bazaar, do we want to shop for any other provisions? Like, can we go over what we might need food-wise for the trip?
I want to. I want to hear what the food rules are first before we decide what we need to buy.
Yeah, we have to pay attention to rations and stuff.
You are going to. What I would prefer is maybe we don't cover that today.
That's fine. We can do that in the week.
Oh, so we're not going into the jungle today.
We might, but like
You might.
let's cover what we.
But like just
had
saying, we want
retroactive.
provisions for 60 days. What does that cost? And
Yeah,
what
like
is it?
we need to provision before we go there, right?
Yeah, and so we'll definitely be talking today about what stuff you're going to need, but in terms of pricing.
Let's figure the shopping out during the week.
Yeah.
Because that's the whole thing.
Yeah, the price
you're-
we'll deal with that later.
But you're going to need food. You're going to need so the guide is going to talk you through what you need.
Gotcha.
So let's just how long do we want to assume we'll be out, and we'll pay the cost for that? A month?
Let's talk to the guy.
Yeah, so
Like,
where do we
it's
go
not-
to find the guide?
The note told us what's
Was it not Joe Ball?
Joe Ball. I
Where
thought he
is
was
he?
in
Jabal's 5 down there.
5. In the Kenne office house?
Which 5?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, way down by the Grand
Oh,
Souk.
Joe Ball. Oh, okay.
Joel's Palace.
All right. Wow. Whole villa. All right.
So can I? Well, I'm trying to determine because we know who we're going to get there. If I should split off and go down and try to check out some of these dinos when you guys are negotiating.
Why
and
don't
haggling.
you go with Recto and see if you can find it, and I'll take everybody down to Joe Balls to hire your guide of choice, which was
Iku?
Iku.
got it.
So
Seemed a
we'll
little-
meet back. We'll
seemed a
meet
little
back at the.
self-righteous to me, but that's fine. Whatever.
We'll meet back at the bazaar. At like, let's call
When
it.
the
what do you think
sun
this
is
would take?
highest in
2
the
hours?
sky.
2 hours.
Sure.
All right. And try not to get into trouble.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. I know that it was a little weird last night. I'll happen to explain later.
But 2 hours. If you're not back in 2 hours,
Did we
We-
want to come all the
we
way
will
back here if we were headed out of the city? I'd suggest we meet closer to the to Wakanga's house to let everybody know we're headed out.
we'll meet at the Grand Souk.
Maybe take in a race.
The Grand Souk right here.
Okay,
Right.
fair enough.
Get the ping.
No, we saw it. Yeah, I remember.
If we're not back in 2 hours, wait longer.
Ooh, you got that bourbon barrel going on again, huh?
No, not just the bourbon barrel.
All right,
Ooh, the
so
coffee stout. They had a bunch of that down in Florida. That stuff was real popular down there.
Dude, I'm drinking Wicked Weed. What is it? The Freak something?
Freak of nature.
yeah.
Freak of nature.
I got some of that today.
Bravo, sir. Bravo.
All right.
all right, so Recto and Roland are going together.
Down to Joe Bla's villa.
No, the down.
Oh, Recto
here.
and Roland are looking at dinosaurs. Who's going
Yeah.
to Joe Bla's
Yes.
And Squawk,
No,
where
it's
are
up
you
to you
going?
guys. Who
Joe
you go
Ball's
with?
Villa.
I'm going to go to the villa. I'm going to the villa.
Okay, so you've
But
returned from your
Squawk doesn't know where he's going. Like, because Squawk wasn't with you guys, so Squawk.
Right.
and so Squawk has
I'll tell him
returned
where
from
to
his
go,
little
but he doesn't
expedition.
know where that is.
So, real quick, kind of metagame question here. Should we go talk to the guide, and the guide will tell us if we need like mounts or something to get through the jungle and things like that, and then that might lead us towards Tiriyaki Anchorage anyway?
No. I mean, let's not get too cute. We already picked a way,
Okay.
right? So,
We'll make it quick. I'm not down here to make friends and
no, me neither. We're all on
influence
chores.
people. So
Right.
Dude, kick ass and chew bubblegum.
I'm down here just take a look and ask
Oh,
somebody a couple
yes.
questions and get out.
I will follow your lead.
Okay, so we'll cover Roland and Recto first. So as you guys gate here on the southeastern side of the city, you enter Tiriyaki Anchorage. What you were told is Tiriyaki Anchorage, and what you see immediately is more dinosaurs than what you saw in the main city. You see more beasts of burden, and a lot of them are carrying goods. A lot of fish. You're seeing a lot of fishermen's houses. A lot of it's definitely poorer than what you saw on the other side of the gate, but not like squalid. We're not talking complete shacks, but this has almost the feel of a fishing village rather than the metropolitan city on the other side of the wall.
What kind of sights am I seeing in terms of the kind of animals that are walking? Like, what are the pack animals here? Because we've seen dinosaurs. Are they also horses? Are there anything bonkers that we're seeing? Stuff I haven't seen?
Yeah, so you see an ankylosaurus. Here,
Okay.
Wow, that's cool.
Oh, that's
you
my
also see a
beef.
triceratops.
Dude, it's like Ark.
Let's hope it's not like Ark.
I'd like to try to catch kind of a passerby and
Okay.
say, I'm an interest in intellect of nature, and this is the first I've seen of dinosaurs in the area. I'm curious as to how have they always been a staple of this area.
And you grab an. She's been around for quite a while, and she tells you that the dinosaurs have always thrived in Chult, and that once, long ago, the men and dinosaurs lived in peace together in the city of Omu. But a great ruin came to Omu, and now the dinosaurs in the jungle are dangerous. And the only dinosaurs that they have in the city are the ones that they've tamed and broken.
So you have no need for horses or here.
Horse. I think I saw one when I was a little girl. Strange creature.
Strange indeed. So far I've seen some dinosaurs I've certainly read about before. I'm kind of looking for some more aggressive dinosaurs in the area. I find them quite interesting. Is there any that you know of in the local vicinity of someone I might be able to ask just to take a look and sort of inspect one of these animals? I'm a great interest in these intellectually.
And she turns to you and she kind of leans and she says, "Well, there's the ones they use for the executioner's run. Those are always
I
crowd
lean in
pleasers."
closer. I lean in
She says,
closer, kind of looking for more.
They keep them down at the far south end of the anchorage. You can see them through the cages there, but don't get too close. You might lose a finger.
Well, thank you so much for your time. I think we'll head down there and see what we can find.
Okay. So you guys continue south, and as you kind of come out here, you see these wide open with huge dinosaurs. You see a couple of triceratops. You see a trainer who's lashing them and trying to teach them to walk in a caravan. You see a diplodon. You see a large thundering brontosaurus with a shack on its back. And all around them are trainers kind of holding them tight with ropes. And the brontosaurus probably has 24 men kind of holding it in place with ropes and leashes all around it. But no sign of the raptors.
Okay. Well, we'll keep heading south since we know where we're generally going.
Okay. So as you make it all the way down far to the south, you do see another paddock, and this time with guards out front. And inside the paddock, you see cages, and most of the cages are empty, but you do see 2 cages with small, about 4 foot tall, 3 to 4 foot tall animals in them with sharp fangs, and they appear to be a match for the dinosaurs that you saw in Executioner's Run when you first arrived yesterday.
I'd like to walk up to the guard and ask him what kind of animals and creatures are behind him that he's guarding.
These are the velociraptors. They are used for Executioner's Run on the west side.
Is there any way I can get a little closer and take a look at one?
No, I am sorry. That is not allowed. Very dangerous. Would not be a good idea for you or me.
So I understand. I understand that you're guarding. I don't want to intrude in that. So I'm gonna back up and I'm gonna kind of grab Recto, kind of pull him back with me to get out of vision of that guy. And I'm gonna tell you, Recto, hey, I need you to go back and distract him. That's all I need. Just talk to him for 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Don't punch him. Just talk to him. 5 minutes.
Don't punch him.
Oh, that's kind of my go-to.
Just give me all I need is 5 minutes. I'm just really interested. This is probably one of the better chances I'm going to get to have a small allotment of time to really be able to examine one of these creatures, because we certainly could run into something like this in the wild.
Sounds like you could use a bard right now. Okay.
Right.
I'll do my best. So I guess I'll walk towards the guy.
And before you get there, Roland, what are you doing while Roland?
I'm going to transform into I think it's going to be a rat, but let me just double check that real quick.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't have my wild shape up.
Sure.
I'm going to turn into a giant octopus and just walk in the back door.
Tacticals flailing.
Now, if I turn into a scorpion, am I like literal tiny bit scorpion size?
I believe so.
Okay. He's got shit for speed, so.
I mean, what does it say on that character sheet for that? Does it say tiny as the size?
It doesn't say on that Google Drive thing. I imagine it probably is, because there is a
Probably
giant.
man size.
There's giant versions of them too.
Okay.
So I'm gonna guess it's normal size. So I'm actually gonna change into a rat, because it has at least a little bit of speed. And as he's talking, I would like to try to just kind of scurry around, try to find a spot where I am both safe and not going to get reached out and scratched and killed by one of these things. And yet I can I kind of examine this thing?
Well, let's deal with Recto now. Now that I know what your plan is. So
yeah, I want to kind of sneak in his rat form and take a good look at one of these things, because I want to learn how to turn into one.
So Recto,
Yeah.
what do you?
So I'll walk up and just start out by, hey, wow, what do you got behind you there? What are those things?
Hi.
Well, as I just told you and your friend, they are the dinosaurs we use for Executioner's Run.
That guy's not my friend. I've never seen that guy in my life.
You two seemed to be walking together earlier.
I don't know. He just started following me around. I'm not sure what his deal was.
You see him kind of clutch his spear just a little bit more tightly.
Hey, nice spear, man. I'm a little jealous. I can't really. I don't know if you noticed, but I can't really carry something like that. I don't know if you see. Hey, have you seen my stone fist?
Roll persuasion.
Oh God.
Oh my God! You had one job to do.
God.
By the way,
You're fucking blowing this for me.
Yeah,
Don't ask for much. You just asked you to talk to the guy, not punch him.
One job.
by the way, it lights up. Have you seen that? and I light it up.
Kind of puts his spear out towards you. Please back up.
Oh no! I mean you no harm at all. I turn the light off and I put it back down by my side. I just thought I didn't know if this is something you'd seen before.
I think it would be best for you to move along, sir.
Hey man, just calm down a minute here. I'm just trying to talk to you. I'm just trying to figure out what these things are behind you here. I'm sorry. I didn't mean you no harm whatsoever.
Well, you will be seeing them inside of Executioner's Run if you do not leave now.
I could shoot lasers out of this thing. You want? I'm not going to shoot them at you. Here, watch. I'm going to shoot this tree behind us, and I turn and I sunbolt the tree behind us. I'm like, watch this! Boom!
Maybe.
All right, roll intimidation.
I'm not trying to intimidate. I'm trying
No,
to.
well, it's intimidating. He told you to leave, and you're shooting at him.
No, I turned around and shot the other way.
Yes. Well, that is a inherently intimidating thing to do.
Yeah.
God, you made up for it.
AKA
Jesus.
a warning shot.
He didn't punch him, so
Yet.
So the guard who's been talking to you looks over at his buddy next to him.
There's another one?
Says, yeah, there's two of them there, and says, I think I need to go on break. And just drops his spear and runs.
Man, what's that guy's deal? I'm just trying to have a conversation. I don't understand what's happening here.
The other guard kind of just like pretends he doesn't know. Doesn't just kind of like turns his body away from you and goes space the other direction.
Hey, let me ask you something.
Slowly stepping away.
No, don't go. Hang on. Let me ask you something here. Who do you work for down here? What's the deal with this area?
What's
He
the
kind of
deal
like
with
turns
this
to you,
area?
looking and his spear's shaking. He's terrified.
Hey, buddy. What's the deal?
We are working for Ifantaroa, the merchant prince.
Oh yeah, I've heard his name before. Yeah, we're somewhat new to the area, but yeah, I've heard that name mentioned before. The merchant princes. What are they? What's their deal here in town?
Please do not shoot me with your laser fist.
I'm not gonna shoot anybody. I just thought you guys would like it, like a magic trick. Calm down. I mean you no harm.
Okay, and Roland, I would say you've gotten close enough at this point to get a good look at one of the two velociraptors in their pens.
Fantastic. Then I guess I will head back if I feel like I'm confident enough to be able to maybe turn into one if the need should arise in the future, or know what to do if I were to front one in the wild. Is what I was kind of looking for in that.
Yeah, you've seen it. You now know it. So if it's within your powers, you'd be able to do it.
Cool. I will head back and squeak loudly as I kind of bounce past.
Okay.
Recto, kind of let him know.
So there I was, under a beautiful woman and an underdwarf. Not sure how I got there. I just woke up, and yeah.
That's very good story, sir.
Is it? I'm looking around to see if I can get a sign from Roland or anything. If we're good to go.
No, I
So he
squeaked
squeaked
as I
at
walked
you.
past. I'm a rat, so I sort of squeaked and kind of.
Oh. Anyway, it turned into quite the day. Needless to say, I won't be going back to that town right outside of Neverwinter ever again, mainly for legal reasons. But that said, hey, I appreciate it. You guys have been very friendly. I'm going to move along here. Thank you for not stabbing me with that real pointy thing you got in your arms there.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. All right. So you guys make your way back up to the Grand Suit, correct?
Yes, and will we be there? Well, I guess we'll see how long their conversations take. But if time is allowing, I would like to take a short rest while we're there waiting.
You should easily be able to take a short rest while you're there.
Fair enough.
All right. So the rest of the party.
Can we assume that the night of the tavern was a long rest, by the way?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Back come the luck points. Once squandered, now back.
So you guys look at your map and you realize that North Villa, you're actually going to have to go all the way back to Wakonga's place and go the long way over these bridges here and here.
To get to Joe
I'm
Balls.
sorry, it's not a story. Please mark that again.
Yeah, so you have to come up to where Wakonga's place is and come down across these bridges
Gotcha.
over top of the Grand Souk.
Do we all have to?
Since I'm taking them, no.
Squawk does not have to, but
Hey,
Squawk doesn't know where he's going unless somebody's showing him on the map.
Right.
Yes,
So
I know.
since I'm taking them with me, can I assume we move at twice the speed through cities,
That is a good question. Can you?
shortcuts, etc.?
Sure. Yeah,
Okay.
you guys move at a very nice clip.
Okay. Well, let's get started.
Okay, and you guys pass the temple that of Savras that Steve found last night.
Sunni?
Savras, Temple of Savras.
Oh, right. Okay, gotcha.
No, the Temple of Sunni is up on the northwest island.
Yeah, that's my favorite one.
Yeah, the Savras one is the one where the auguring was happening.
Right.
That's your least favorite one.
Yeah. Not. Didn't have a great experience there.
So you guys get down to this southwestern hill here, and you see a tremendous palace with a gold dome at the top of it.
Wow. Well, if this guy's a merchant prince, that's probably where he's staying.
Do we get a number?
But that's not where
Oh,
Sindra told you to look for.
got
Jabal.
it. Never mind. I thought you were describing his villa. You're showing this building.
That's right.
Got it.
So you guys finally make your way down across the final bridge to a small kind of round street end with a few large villas here, and one of the villas is the one that Sindra had suggested would be Jobal's.
Got it. Is there anyone mulling around outside?
There are a few people, but it's pretty quiet, much more so than of the city.
Anyone that clearly looks like they work there?
You see more of like the messenger type. People in the streets are moving back and forth quickly. All of them tend to be just carrying small packets, satchels. Not a lot of merchants carrying goods or anything of that sort.
Got it.
So how many people are out here, would you say?
You could probably see like 6 to 8 people.
And
out in the
how
street.
busy? And you said so. And I'm sorry, I think you just said this. How busy would you say they are right now?
The people themselves are moving quite quickly. They see purpose. You would imagine that they're working.
Okay. I am going to start playing my violin for them.
Okay.
So yeah, I want to start putting.
There is a fountain right here in the middle of.
That's why I wanted to do this. I kind of want to like perch myself like right there on the side of the fountain.
Okay.
And pull up my violin and just gotta sit there and just start playing my violin.
All right. Go ahead and roll a performance check.
You opening up the violin case in front of you? You trying
If
to?
I had a violin case, I definitely would have been doing that, but I don't think I have that.
Oh, you just carry it around? That seems tricky.
So all right. And so I was going to ask. If you have
God, what is with these modifiers?
he has, as a bard, he has his ability checks are sick.
That's ludicrous.
Yeah.
What is the ability for that? That's crazy. That's awesome.
Charisma, I
8.
think.
Yeah. So he also has expertise in 2 of his skills.
Oh,
doubles his
gotcha.
proficiency.
Is it sleight of
So
hand?
kind of like a rogue.
Sleight of hand and performance, I'm experts on. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think you're proficient in like 2/3 of the skills.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
bonkers.
Basically, anything that's not a strength
13,
check or wisdom check, I can do.
All right. So you start to do your performance. You're playing your.
Okay,
And-
so when I'm playing my violin, I am playing it very softly, and I'm trying to kind of like draw out the crowd. And as they're coming out, I am looking for someone using my ability as a charlatan. I kind of want to see like if I can try to guess who Jobal would be if he's going to come out while I'm playing violin. Like I want to draw him out to us, and
Okay.
if we can see someone that I think would match that kind of description, if I could kind of like feel that out.
Okay. You
Does
don't
that
have
mean that-
you don't have a description of Joe Ball.
Okay.
But you also looking around, the people that are near you are workers, right? They are employed.
Okay.
You suspect that none of the people walking about would be a merchant prince.
Right, and I don't think like the people that I can immediately see aren't the people that I'm trying to attract. What I'm trying to do is bring people out front into the square is what I'm trying to do, and anyone who does not look like a worker is who I'm
Okay.
trying to draw out right now with my.
While he's doing that, can I just walk up and go knock on the door?
You can.
Okay, I'd like to do that.
All right. So Steve and Zygmundo, are you hanging up
Yeah,
on the fountain?
I'm
or-
following along.
Okay, so you're following Steve. So Zygmundo and Steve head up and knock on the door, and for a fairly long time, nothing happens. You are just about to knock again when the door does open and a servant is there and kind of just doesn't say anything to you, just looks at you.
Which way does the door open?
It opens inward.
Yeah.
Okay. I say, I'm here to see Jobal. I have a letter of introduction from Kanga.
He kind of holds his hand out for the letter.
I'd let him inspect it.
Okay, and this letter that you're talking about is the letter to you, to
Yeah.
the party.
Yeah.
Okay, so the attendant kind of reads it, furrows his brow, folds it back up, hands it back over, and says, "This is not a letter of introduction."
He's like, listen, friend, do you really want to interfere in the affairs of the merchant princes? Just let us in there. Well, we'll deal with the consequences.
Come back when you have an appointment, please. And he slams the door.
That's annoying. All right.
Yeah, what the hell just happened?
We got
Hilarious.
denied entrance.
Yeah, well, what the deuce?
I know, right? This is tricky.
Hold on. I knock again. Boom, boom, boom.
I'll back away whilst he's knocking.
So quicker this time, because the guy hasn't gotten very
Gone
far.
very far.
He opens the door back up and again, kind of stone face, just looks at you.
And I tell him, yes, so don't you know who we are? I think you want to make our things come true. And I try to persuade him.
All right, roll persuasion.
Make our things come
Make our
true.
things come true.
Can he get disadvantage because he said my things come true?
All right, we ready for this? I've got a -1 on persuasion. I'm going to hit it now. Here we go. -1. Here we go. Ooh.
Can Hansy have? Oh no, I didn't say. I haven't been using Hansy very well.
Wait. Do I get bardic inspiration because Nick's playing songs right on the fountain?
No. Oh.
Dude, you're not the DM. Shut up.
Well, bardic inspiration is something Nick has to give out.
Yeah, I know.
So
I'm
being
grasping
DM
at
doesn't,
straws here, man.
So I don't get to choose who gets bardic inspiration. Nick,
Sure.
to
Actually, have you decided whether
to
or
the
not that-
detriment of the rest of you gets to choose.
You have
Well,
to.
sure, you can use one of my bardic inspirations.
You would have to tell me whether I get bardic inspiration before Troy gives a response here.
Sure.
Sometimes you can decide
a
after.
D10.
Okay, so I'll let you have the giving it to you.
Did you already declare whether it worked or didn't?
Well, no, I
He has to
haven't
roll
actually.
the D10,
Yeah.
You have to roll a D6.
a D6.
Working on it. Give me a second.
Like
here.
for luck points or dark patron stuff, you can decide after.
All right. So the attendant kind of rolls his eyes and says, "All right, you may come in, but Jobal is currently at the Golden Throne. It may be an hour or two before he returns."
An hour or two on the Golden Throne, and actually it was a D8.
You're not there. You're over on top of the playing your viola. And so he basically says you can come in and you can wait.
I mentally message Zigmundo to ask, do you think we should wait or should we head out to the palace and try to get him a bit sooner?
All right, so I turn and I go, yes, what we're looking for is the quickest way to get his attention. Is it to wait here or shall we go try to find him in the streets?
In the streets? You want to find Jobal in the streets? No. He will be carried in a palanquin back to his villa when his business at the Golden Throne is concluded.
All right, so I turn around to everybody and I go, no dice, we're waiting here.
Yeah. And I'll head in. Do we have free reign or is someone directing us or?
No, he kind of gestures you in and into a side room, which is a waiting room. It's pretty small, but it's nice. You see as soon as you enter, it's very different. His villa, lots of silk draperies everywhere, but a lot of animal heads as well. All sorts of strange creatures, many of which you don't recognize, mounted along the walls.
Okay. Does he then leave us in the waiting room?
He does.
Okay. Are there any other doors other than the one he just came out of in the room?
Let me look.
Aren't you guys glad that I took another nap?
Yeah. You took the reins there. That was critical. You made our things come true.
Could you make it?
No, so there are a couple. And the door out to the main hallway is more of it's not really a door. It's just kind of curtains, right, that have been closed to separate the room that you're in out. You do have 2 windows out to your east.
Okay, but no other passages into any other place of the
Correct.
be curtained or doored or what have you. Okay.
No.
All right.
You did notice 2 large, very well armored guards at the front entrance after you were let into the home.
Okay. I'll check around, just look at the surroundings, see if I see anything else of potential interest or stealability.
Okay. So hold on a second.
How many stories high is this villa?
Looks like it's probably about 2 stories high.
Okay. Can I look through, like, while I'm playing and performing for these peasants? Can I see, like, be looking through the windows to see if I'm attracting, see if anyone's like peeking out?
You cannot see out into. Oh wait. So you're out still in the fountain, right?
If you would rather me be inside, I will play that game and I'm inside.
I don't care which thing you are. I just need to know.
Yes, I'm currently still in playing with the fountain.
Okay, so you see Steve and Zygmundo go inside, but you can no longer see them.
Okay. In terms of the people that I'm playing for, have they lost interest in me? Or are they still working? Am I just like playing for no one right now?
If you're still playing, yeah, the folks that are listening kind of change out. Most of them don't stay very. They are enjoying it. They're entertained, but they're in a rush, so they can only listen for maybe 1 or 2 songs, and then they have to move on. But as that happens, another 1 or 2 will join.
Okay, cool. And then from a visual perspective, do I see into these windows? Can I see into either of these windows?
You cannot.
Is there any window that I can see into on the first level?
No. No, you see a window.
If you're clicking on something, I don't see it.
Oh, I wasn't clicking on something, but here, I can show you where the window is. You can see a window right there.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Shouldn't I be able, if I'm sitting on the fountain, shouldn't I be able to see into this window and into this window?
Sure. You see, no. The fountain is like out to the south of here. This fountain right here is not the fountain you're on.
Oh.
This is part of the villa. You're probably 60, 70 feet away. You're out in the middle of the cul-de-sac, basically.
Okay. Okay, so then I'm going to put my violin away and come in.
Okay, so you knock on the door. The attendant comes back out. You explain to him that you're with the other 2.
Yes, that's exactly what I do. That's what I was going to say.
And he eventually, begrudgingly escorts you in to join the other 2.
Yes.
Oh, look who it is.
All right.
Hello, friend.
Good. All right.
Is that you playing the piano?
Yeah.
All right, so we're in the villa.
San Francisco's calling me.
I'd like to just peek through the curtain and see if the attendant has gone back to the door, or if I can see which way he was headed.
Right. So after he let Squawk in, he headed back up north.
Okay. Well, there goes that idea then.
Is there significant value in where we are right now?
Is there anything of
God.
significant value?
Is there anything
Yeah,
of
you
value?
see-
What is like? Can you describe this room that we're in? Like, I see pillows, I see a rug, I see a tree, I see like bushes. and
Yeah, so
things.
it's a very nice sitting room. Again, there's it's everything's looks pretty valuable, frankly, in here. Everything's richly adorned. You see signs of what looks like it was probably some sort of adventuring life long ago. You do see more of those animal heads mounted to the walls inside of this room. You see silk draperies. You see tapestries, kind of depicting different aspects of Chultan life. Some depicting great dinosaurs, but that seem to be at peace with man. A few statues here and there as well.
Seeing that the attendant has gone into the main house, I abandoned some plans I was roughly forming and just hang out on a pillow.
Okay.
Wait for the arrival of Jabal.
Is this a bath?
That is more of like a little pool
Water
fountain.
feature.
Water feature.
Okay. How deep? I kind of want to stand in it.
Actually, if we're going to be here for about an hour, which is, I think, what he said we were going to do, right?
Yeah.
What I would like to do is I'm going to cast some invisibility on myself.
Nice.
Okay.
That's the business.
Oh Jesus!
No.
Did you guys get into combat? I just got back.
No.
Not
currently.
yet.
Not yet. Give it a minute.
Eyelash encased in gum.
The good
What?
news is they have no frontliners with them.
This will work out great.
All right.
Nope.
So
That's the
Right.
business. Zig. All right.
So I've gone ahead and hold on. I'm resetting all my spells because I just realized that I didn't do that since the last time. Okay, so I've cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
All right.
I'm also
Great.
going to explore everything that I can in this area without having to
Oh.
open any new doors. Like I just
So,
wanna-
wait. So Squawk, are you entering the main room?
Wait. Hang on.
Yeah, wait for his turn to be done. Come on.
Sorry.
Now that I'm invisible, I feel free to move about the cabin. Thank you very much.
Yes.
All right. So, all right. I made it to here before Squawk does his thing.
Okay. All right. So you enter the large courtyard that you refer to as splashing fountain that you can no longer see, but you do know that on the other side of this door on here are the two large, well-armed guards. And up above, you can see the ceiling above you is actually 2 stories tall here, and you see beautiful silk kind of ribbons decorating the ceiling up at the roof.
Okay, wait. Did Squawk go back into the room we were just in, or what
Squawk
happened?
was always in there. He hasn't taken his turn yet.
Okay, right. So I'm here, and now I concede to Squawk.
Oh, I just wanted to learn. I just wanted to walk around without opening doors while we're waiting for us to show up.
He was just gonna mill about. You're invisible. What are you doing?
Okay, so I'm gonna roll for stealth just to make sure I'm absolutely super quiet while I'm doing this.
All right.
If that's
for it.
okay.
Nice.
All right.
I hope I'm stealthy.
That's pretty quiet.
That's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty strong.
Well, he's
Okay,
also
so I'm gonna
invisible,
move-
right? Like that's a whole different level of stealth.
Yeah. Well, this
Well,
is
that
for
just means
noise.
that if I make a noise,
Right.
no one's gonna see me, but I don't want anyone to detect I'm making noise either.
Yeah. So you enter a grand hall with a tremendous, huge tiled feature in front of you, but also two large granite staircases ascending on either side.
So if I move forward, that's going under the staircases.
So once again, up above you, it's going up 2 stories, right?
Right,
So
okay.
there's kind of a balcony in front of you, right about here, up
Gotcha.
above.
Okay. I'm gonna stay on the ground level, and I'm gonna move to the back. Do you mind if I'm moving my token, or would you rather move my token?
That's Fine. Let me actually do something real quick because I think that we.
Roll for initiative.
No, no.
We get 2 people running for their lives in one session.
Okay, so we'll go back to. You guys should see your fancy fog of war now.
Yes.
I still see fancy fog of war.
Right, but I had simple fog of war on before.
Oh, okay.
It has 2 settings.
It did look pretty simple.
Simple and fancy.
This way fancier.
Oh, I see. There's now pseudo can't see marks.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
it gives dim light. It gives tiny bars of visibility. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I will move for you, please.
All right, that's fine. So I'm gonna move. I'll just click on the map. I want to go right there.
Okay. So you move up there, and in front of you, you see double door, probably 8 feet tall, and then hallways extending in both directions to either side of you, with a few doors on either down each of them.
Cool. I'm gonna go take the eastward side.
Okay. So you pass 2 doors, and far to the south, you see another door heading eastward.
Okay. And these doors are all shut, correct?
They are all shut.
All right. I'm gonna go to the westward side of the hallway.
Okay. As you approach this door, you see it's unlike the rest of the stone door, and it's kind of just strangely very rectangular. It's like
Gotcha.
a stone slab,
Gotcha. Still shut though, right?
still shut.
All right. I'd like to go back over to the main hall and then make my way up one of the staircases, and then I'm gonna.
There is this door down here is open, by the way, south.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I'm gonna go down that way and peek.
Okay. So as you get further down here, actually, let me.
Roll initiative.
No. I just have to open the door for you in this kind of thing. Okay.
Oh my.
So you're able to see through the door. You're into a kitchen. See
Fire pit.
a few about 3 cooks kind of milling about, preparing the next meal.
Can I tell whether these cooks would be good in combat or not?
So,
Is one of them
roll,
holding a knife?
That is a
Roll
troubling
perception.
question.
Roll initiative and we'll find out.
Is this a kung fu movie?
This is a
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
troubling question.
roll perception.
Perception.
Do these innocents look murderable?
So they just look like normal. They just look like normal cooks to you. I mean, they definitely have access to sharp things.
Of course. All right. At this point, I'm gonna concede my turn to somebody else. I feel like I've done enough at this moment.
I'm for it. I pass. I'm on my cushion. I'm all about your exploration here. I would have done it myself if I thought I could get away with it.
Dude, you have handsy.
I'll let everybody else make their
Oh,
own
yeah.
decision outside.
I totally forgot about
I
hand
want to go over and see where Zygmunt is going. I'm curious, so I want to follow him.
Okay. Anybody else want to weigh in on that?
Okay, so Squawk, you come out here into this main room. See exactly what I described before.
And nothing else, right? Like Zig's invisible.
Yeah,
Well,
I
Zig's not
don't
even
see
in there.
Squawk on the
Right.
board, by the way.
What's that?
I don't see Squawk on the board. Is it because like my personal point of view can't see him? But
That's
I see
correct.
Steve, but I see Steve Dark Magic. So what's up with that?
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I do.
I see Zig as well.
But you don't see Squawk?
I do not.
I don't see Squawk either.
That's a
Yeah,
problem.
nobody needs to see Squawk.
Oh.
Did we get too many
Poor
layers? of
Squawk.
visibility
We hardly
involved?
knew ye.
Do you see Squawk right next to Steve?
I now see
No
Squawk.
idea.
And when I move him out here, you don't see him anymore?
Once you put him into the light gray fog of war, he went away.
He disappeared.
Let me try clicking.
But it's interesting because I can see my view and I can see
What about now?
Steve's view. No, not right now.
I even saw.
Oh,
when
I see what I know. It is now.
There we go.
Hey.
Hey, Steve. Okay.
Okay,
No,
actually, hold on. Sorry, I've got to save this before I
No worries.
fuck this up in the future.
Yeah, before you fuck it up. We're about to fuck it up pretty bad.
Roland, looks like it's me and you to finish this module, buddy.
Yeah, man, it'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Okay, so Squawk, you make it into the grand hall. You see two staircases rising up above either side. Large, intricately carved wooden door in front of you. Two hallways extending out in front of you to the left and the right.
I'm going to go to the hallway.
No sign of Zygmundo.
Excuse me?
No sign of Zygmundo.
Right. I'm going to go to the left.
Okay, and so you see a door on your left and right, and large stone rectangular slab door in front of you.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep walking around. Like I'm walking around completely. I have no cares in the world. Necessarily trying to be sneaky. I am seriously just like exploring. So.
Okay.
I am not. I am being. Completely...
So you see an open door to the south.
I'm not gonna keep walking to the south.
I'm gonna step aside.
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, right, because I don't see Zygmundo.
No.
No, you don't.
Yeah, he's
That's
invisible.
fine. Yep.
So as you approach the door, you can hear kind of the sounds of a kitchen from the other side of the door.
Okay. I'm gonna keep walking down. I'm gonna keep walking into the kitchen.
Okay.
He said not a care in the world.
All right. So you walk in, and no one notices. Kind of looks up from cutting some vegetables, and kind of just slowly stops, and kind of elbows the cook next to her, and he looks up and says, "Can I help you?"
Yes, I'm here for the prince's food.
I'm sorry, I do not recognize you.
I am delivering the food to the prince. Is your food not ready? Have you not made his lunch yet? Breakfast yet?
Right, roll deception.
Okay.
With your 19 modifier.
Now I'm gonna roll like a 1.
You roll a negative 19.
Okay. No, of course.
You know how angry he gets when he doesn't have his food. Where is his food?
We are preparing it. We did not expect
Bring his food now.
serve
Where
it
is it? What do you have ready for him? He is hungry and he's getting very mad. Where is his food? What do you have for him?
And so he grabs a big bowl next to him, and just starts throwing bread and fruit into it.
Do not give him this dirty bread. He's not a peasant. He's a prince. Where is his food?
Bread pudding?
I'm sorry. We are making it right now.
I'm just gonna take like the closest thing that I have and just like toss it in the air. Just be like, where is his food? You know he will not get angry. Where is his food? Forget it. Just leave. Just leave. I will take care of this. I will take care of this food. I will take care of this. Leave now.
Okay, and so the three cooks kind of rush out of the room. One goes up this staircase here.
Okay.
The other two head out here, and Zygmundo, turn this corner.
I'm sorry, you broke up a little bit. What happened?
Yeah, you see two of the cooks. So one of the cooks went up the staircase here.
Okay.
Two of the cooks ran north past Zygmundo and around the corner to the east, back towards the Grand Hall.
Before this one ran away from me, I'm going to quote unquote take my attack of opportunity and grab him and be like, "Wait, no, you stay."
Okay.
Who are you?
I'm Galar, sir, one of the prince's cooks.
Galar, you stay here. You help. You. I choose you. You look like you're the most competent one. You put the prince's food together.
Yes, sir. I will help.
Now, what were you doing? Go finish making the prince's food. Where is the prince?
He looks very confused, but he heads back to his table and quickly as he
Good. All right.
All right, I'm gonna go up the stairs if that's cool.
At this point, I think it's fair to say that Steve is wondering where his party went and sends Hansy out to look.
Okay. So after a minute of searching, Hansy's able to hear the commotion.
Oh, no. Well, I didn't say he found him. I sent him out to look.
Okay, yeah, I'm saying, but he would be able to find them pretty quickly because they haven't got some of this commotion.
Oh, okay. So there's enough racket. Okay.
There's enough racket that Hansy's able to zoom in and find them.
Okay.
Does he stick with one of the two of them, or?
Once he sees what's going on, I think it's fair to say that Hansy shakes his flying head, and then, since I can see what he sees, I tell him, "Let's not even bother with that." Essentially, and send him up the stairs instead.
Okay, so
spiral.
Zygmundo goes up the staircase.
No. This one.
Yeah, and Zygmundo, if you scroll to the east, you'll see at the staircase that you went up.
Oh my! Wow.
So you're looking into a laundry. You see boxes and full of linens, and you see a window out to the west and a door to the south. A couple of windows out to the east overlooking the main courtyard. But for the most part, it's just laundry and wash bins.
Gotcha. So let's just assume that the staircase is superimposed in the same place, and then all the other windows are accordingly.
That's correct. Yeah, this is a 2-level map.
Gotcha. All right. Is that door locked or it's closed in front of me?
It is closed.
All right. I'm not looking to make any waves, so I'll go back down the stairs.
Okay. All right, and Hiller's Hansy is, you said, going up the staircase right here?
This way, to the west.
Okay, so he gets to the top of that balcony and sees 2 long hallways going west and another set of double wooden doors to his north.
I'll open the north one and peek in.
Okay, so he opens the door to the north and just cracks it
Slowly.
a bit.
Yeah.
Slowly. And looks inside and sees what looks like what seems to you to be a library. Sees 4 large bookshelves filled with bright, colorful cloth-bound books.
I'd like to enter in and see if I can find anything like a map or information about the jungle in any way.
Okay, so Hansy enters in and looks, and after just a minute or so of going through kind of the documents and books, you see that there's a lot of information about Chult here, but it would take more than just a few minutes to really sift through the information. There's
that's why
hundreds of books. Hundreds of books.
Specifically, I was looking for a map, one thing that he could carry with him.
Okay, so let's go ahead and we're gonna roll investigate via Hansy, so Hansy's stats.
Okay. Let's see. I believe I have those somewhere. Yep, I do. Let's see. That would be a wisdom or an intelligence?
It's that investigate is wisdom.
Intelligence.
Oh, is it intelligence? Okay.
Intelligence is a +0 modifier. He has an 11 in.
Okay, so just roll a d20.
Okay. This might. Nope, won't help us at all.
Oh no.
That's a. Oh wait.
He's
I'd
aware that the book's open.
I'd like to roll a luck die.
Okay.
I'd like to redo it. Ugh.
Okay. So Hansy looks around and he sees a lot of books. He does not see any maps.
All right. Back out, and I'll take the turn over to somebody else.
Okay. Does Hansy close the door behind him?
Yes.
All right. Let's see. Squawk. I think you're up next.
Okay. Squawk's going to help the guy cook, and once there is some, like, he's also going to eat some of the food that's just sort of like lying around.
Okay.
God, you were bottomless pit.
Okay. All right. So you help, and he kind of is certainly afraid of you, but also seems to be a little frustrated because.
Where is your ball right now?
I do not know where the master is. I do not.
Where does he normally?
I'm not one to ask.
Well, here. Squawk doesn't cough. Okay. When do we take? When do you take him? What takes you so long with the breakfast? Why have you not delivered it to him?
So this is it is not his usual time to have breakfast yet. We were on time.
Let's just get what we have and let's take what we have to his room. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Normally they serve it for.
Let's just go. Come on, let's go now. We are here to make sure that the prince is happy before the servants get here. So let's go.
Yes, sir. Okay. And so he starts to gather all the food up, prepare it on trays. It looks like he's not entirely happy with the result because obviously he was rushed. But
Fuck would eat it. He thinks it looks
good. Okay, sir. We shall take it to Jobal now.
Yes, let's go.
Okay. Would we find Jobal in his suite, or would he be in the sitting room?
The prince wants his food and he wants it now. So let's just go.
Yes, sir. Okay. And so he grabs the tray and heads quickly out the northern door here.
The door we came in. Okay.
Yep.
May I move?
Yeah.
I'd like to go up the eastern stairs, if possible.
Okay. The staircase here.
Correct.
Okay. So you make it to the top of that balcony.
Oh my. I see the eastern door looks open.
That is a window.
Oh, it's a window. Okay.
There's a window at either end of the long hall.
All right. Well, I'm gonna head east to determine if either of those doors are open.
Okay. Neither of these doors are open.
All right. I quickly make my way west to determine if either of those doors are open.
Neither of them are currently open.
All right. The southern door that is right here, I would like to listen to see if I can hear anything on the other side.
Okay. So go ahead and roll a perception.
All right. Uh-oh.
Okay. You don't think that you hear anything.
All right. I'd like to move further down the hall.
Okay.
And I assume that's a door right there?
There's a door to your south and a window to your west.
Correct. All right. So I would like to listen to the door to my figure out whether or not I can hear anybody behind it.
All right. Roll perception. Okay. You're quite certain that you hear nothing but the wind on the other side.
Somebody's farting. Yeah, I'd like to slowly open the door, make my way inside, and then replace the door to exactly the way it was.
Okay. Okay. So you enter what looks like just another sitting room. It has a door to the south as well.
Okay, I'm gonna concede my turn to somebody else.
And actually, that door is open. Sorry. So let me.
Oh, that door is open.
Yeah, and
right,
you can
well, that
see
door is
on
open.
the other side of that door, bit of a bedroom.
All right, I would like to approach it and peek through it ever so quietly.
Yep. And it currently appears to be empty.
All right. All right, that's it for my move at this moment.
Okay. So Squawk.
As I'm walking with this president, I ask him this chef. I ask him if he knows anything about the coup. Who is a coup? Do you know who a coup is?
I'm sorry. So is that one of the other servants?
No, just let's just go. Come on.
Okay. So he leads you to this door here,
Okay.
and he knocks on the door.
Okay.
And a moment later, the attendant who first guided you into the house opens the door, and past him, you see a dining room.
Okay.
He appears to be alone, but he opens the door and looks very confused to see the food there, and then looks even more confused momentarily to see you, and then upset.
Okay.
What is the nature of this? Explain now, boy. And the servant says, "We are here to give the master his breakfast." Are you hopping in here, Nick, or you just gonna let it play out?
Yes, then. Okay, yes, we are here to find Jakku. That's his name, right?
Jabal?
Jabal, yes. Jabal's like that's Star Wars. Yes. Yeah, I look at the chef and I grab the food and I say, "It's okay. I'll take care of this. Thank you."
And he looks at the boy and says, "Get back to your post." And looks at you and says, "What are you doing wandering this villa? Go back to the sitting room. Actually, no, I think it is time for you to leave. I should not have let in. Please, go now."
Okay. Can I make a persuasion? So what I'm going to do is I am just here to. We just need to find who Jakku is. We'll leave the trade prince alone. Do you know who Jakku is?
You can make a persuasion roll, and let's go ahead and make it with disadvantage at this point.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Persuasion.
Yes.
I would definitely
He's like, yeah.
I would definitely kick a bird out of my house under these circumstances.
Because who Iku is for Jabal to say, and I am not so sure that you want to talk to him at this point because he is not going to like to hear that you have been wandering around his home uninvited. You must go now, or I will call the guards.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That checks out.
Yeah.
All right.
Can't do anything else.
He
I'm gonna
walks
flap
with
my
you.
wings, and I'm just gonna fly. I'm gonna jump up in the air like 2 feet, and then just like whoosh and like fly down in the thing, and like turn back to the right, and sit down next to Steve.
Okay. So a moment later, the attendant catches up to you.
Get out, and you came out of here.
He walks in, sees the two of you, and says, "No, it is time for you both to leave now. Where is your friend?"
Wait, who's this bird guy? We didn't come in with him.
Yeah, sorry,
I came in with my friend. I've never seen this
Sorry.
individual before. I thought you sent him in here.
Well, he said that he is with you. That's how I let him in. The two of you, and now I see one of you is missing.
You probably
Gods,
should. You
gods,
probably should
join
have
us.
God damn it, Squawk.
Yeah, I botched this. I'm so sorry.
You definitely botched this.
I'm still learning Squawk. I'm sorry, I botched this.
What are we still learning? It's like,
I don't get a persuasion or anything. Man. Okay, I'd be like, all right, we're leaving.
oh no. Zigmundo is now completely stranded upstairs.
Yeah, you are
Okay,
stranded,
so-
but you're also invisible, so make use of it.
Hey,
So before we
Roland,
deal-
you want to go get some brunch somewhere?
Yeah, maybe a mimosa.
So before we deal with that situation down, you're up here. Do you want to do anything?
Talking to me?
Yeah.
I mean, can I hear anything of a commotion?
No.
Okay, great. Yeah, I want to go into the bedroom and I want to look around a little.
Okay. So this looks like it's the bedroom of a woman who it doesn't appear to be servants' quarters. Appears to be maybe one of Jibal's family members, perhaps a spouse, child. You're not sure, but relatively nicely adorned. But certainly you don't get the impression that it's Jibal's bedroom.
Okay. Can I see on the dresser there anything?
What are you looking for? Sorry.
Is there anything that stands out or that's important that I might notice from just a
I mean, you see bottles of perfumes. You see a mirror, some statues of some Chultan artwork,
decorative items?
decorative items. Yeah.
Yeah, not particularly enthralled. I'm gonna go make my way.
Sorry, you cut out there.
I'm gonna make my way back to the hallway.
Okay. So you head back out to the long hallway.
All right. I think I might have had a connection problem. Did you say something?
You made it out to the long hallway.
All right, cool. I'd like to put my ear to the door up north of me and see if I can hear anything in there.
Go ahead and roll perception.
Thank you. Oh no.
You don't think you hear anything.
I'm gonna proceed through the door slowly.
Okay. Okay. So you walk in and you see a small child playing with some toys.
Does he have a spoon and
on the
tells me
carpet in
he's
front of
from
you.
Matrix?
What's that? Yes,
Does he
there's
have
no
a
spoon. He does not seem to have noticed that the door has opened.
Okay. Wow. So I try to telepathically reach out to Steve Dark Magic and be like, I found a kid playing by itself up here. Making me feel a little weird.
You're talking to him? Aren't you invisible?
No, I'm not talking to him.
Okay, well, it's a person's house. They might have children.
Yeah, but I'm feeling weird about this one.
Also, Squawk and I are being kicked out, so maybe hit the bricks.
Oh, Mamma Mia!
Yeah, that crazy Birdman went and harassed the kitchen staff and then accosted the steward. For reasons inscrutable to man.
Oh no! So now I'm feeling a sense of urgency here to my wandering. Can I take a look around the room? Do I see anything else besides this child playing by itself?
Sure. Roll perception. You see that it's been very nicely appointed. You see the art simpler, more likely to appeal to a child's tastes. You see a large fountain. You also see that the rug the child is playing on appears to be made out of a very large, like ridiculously large tiger.
The rug is a tiger, or
It's made out of a tiger.
Oh wow! Okay.
That's really nice. Did you get that from Sky Mall?
Zombie crawling out of the okay. I don't think I see really anything I want to get myself. I'm gonna go. Oh shoot! Over here on the eastern end of the hallway. I'm just gonna quick check.
Okay, we'll say you make it about halfway back down the hallway, and then down here. Gods, come join us.
Uh-oh.
I'm leaving, by the way. Steve intends to leave peacefully.
All right. Well, I think it's time.
Oh God. I know what's happening now.
To roll for initiative.
Hey, can I re-up my beer real quick?
Go for it.
Hey man, it's your funeral. You do what you need to.
I love that. I love that all our combat situations this session have been with innocents that we have wronged.
I just don't understand why we're invading the
Recto and I are
house.
just constantly sitting like blocks away from wherever anything is happening.
Anytime Roland and
So
I
someday
go
we're
off
gonna be able to play
somewhere,
this.
we come back and you guys are invading a house.
I believe I remember the conversation went, "Don't start anything."
I started nothing. I was sitting on my cushion.
That was the conversation you had with Recto, not us.
No, I'm fairly certain when we split part ways. Don't do anything stupid.
My story stands. I was sitting on my cushion.
Well, let's see what
This is
happens.
90% squawk.
90?
This is 100%.
Are there any other guide dealers in town or guide merchants in town?
It's going to be interesting having to bring 3 new people into the party next week. That's going to be a fun mechanic for you guys to try to figure out.
Steve may have to broker a new deal, provided he can.
No place for you to swim away here.
In fairness, Zygmundo might be able to get away and live.
No,
All right,
Zygmundo will be fine, I'm sure. Let's see.
So what were we walking around for, like 15 minutes?
Probably. You've got an hour of invisibility, right?
Yeah, I do. That's what I was just checking. Is that?
Yeah, you got plenty. You're not going to run out during combat. That's for sure.
Good.
Combat normally lasts like 2 minutes. All right,
The media
Squawk,
is
you are
there.
up.
Okay. Um.
Can you describe the guards briefly?
Yeah.
Sure. So they look somewhat like guards, but an awful lot more like warriors that have maybe fought in the arena. They're wearing kind of this kind of metal and leather like bracer around their torso, but nothing on top of their chest, and these big this big kind of helmet that obscures their eyes, other than all these little punched out dots that have been broken into the metal helmet. They're each carrying a spear and a shield.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna come up here. I'm gonna stand next to Steve, and I'm gonna like put my. I'm gonna fold my wing, put Steve behind, tuck Steve behind my wing. I'm just gonna hold up my hands and be like, we're not gonna cause any trouble. We're gonna leave. Just there's no chance. There's no point in being violent. We'll just leave peacefully. There's no one needs to get hurt.
Okay, so where did you go when you did that? Did you move or?
Yeah, so I've moved to here. Sorry, I guess I can move myself. Here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna kind of like unfold my wing and kind of like tuck Steve behind it, like push Steve back a little bit with my wing. I just gotta have my hands up in a non-threatening way. Like we're leaving.
Okay, go ahead and roll persuasion there.
That's pretty persuasive.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn? You see the gladiators kind of look over, and he's not entirely convinced, but he motions to one of the gladiators that's closest to the door to move out of the way and let you pass.
Thank you. I'm gonna start walking south. If I have any movement left, I would like to move south.
I'm pretty sure you do. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
you've got like 15 more feet.
Okay, so I would like to move 15 feet cautiously south.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about right.
All right, so this gladiator takes a step back, and he bangs his spear against the shield. Doosh, doosh, doosh.
That's
And this
Steve's
gladiator
turn.
kind of just waits and motions with his head towards the door, telling you to get out. Let's see, Zygmundo, you see as the sound of the shield getting bashed with the spear, you see the door to your west open up.
Uh-oh.
And you see two more guards make their way out.
Yeah, I'm gonna make my way as far.
Oh, so it's Steve's turn now. Sorry.
Oh, that's right.
Is the door open, or would I have to open it?
This door here is open.
This one.
Let me grab that thing. Oops. Sorry. Yeah, it's open.
This one out here. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'd like to sort of just break out. Okay. Go through that. Through. I probably can't go through it. All right.
Yeah, you could get right next to it, basically.
Oh boy, that's treacherous. All right. I'll do that with my first movement.
Okay.
Okay. And then with a second movement, go out the second door if I can and head out and immediately to the left of the door.
There?
Yeah, and then look around to see who I see.
Outside?
Yeah.
I mean, you see the normal people milling about. That the merchants. Well, really the messengers outside. Yeah.
Are they looking at me?
No one's looking your direction right now.
All right. I changed my my appearance to look like Wakanga.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
Look. I'll only use it if I need to, but I will be out here.
Meryl's head grab says it all. Oh no.
Jesus.
All right. So, Steve, you now look and sound like Wakanda.
I hate
Is that the end of your turn?
I hate to cripple myself, but I shouldn't necessarily sound like him. I'd have to fake it. I'd have to fake it.
I thought you would sound like him.
Oh, let me see. Let's go to disguise self. I'll go to disguise self while you go to the next turn.
All right. It's Zygmundo. It's your turn.
Because that's an important. Because otherwise, I have to mimic you voicing that character and say how good it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see the guards and I start making my way to the eastern staircase. You're gonna have to let me know.
Staircase?
Round. I can't figure out how many tiles I actually get to move.
So you want to go down the staircase?
Yes, please.
You can make it to
Yeah.
about
Do that. Like,
here.
that's 20. You're not gonna give me my last. Right.
Fine, I'll get you.
There you go. That's fine. And thus ends my turn. Actually, no. Hold on. I'm gonna use message, and I'm gonna let Steve know that there's two guards coming from up top.
Okay.
You don't have to see me for message.
No, you just have to be kind of within 60 feet. So
Nice.
Hold on.
I don't know if that's
120 feet.
Wow, that's great.
Oh, then that's fine. Yeah.
You
You're
point
120.
your finger toward a creature within range and whisper a message.
Oh no, that won't work then.
Yeah,
Because you have to be able to point at me.
Yeah,
Can you
I'd have
see
to
me
be
out
able
the
to
window?
know where you were. And because I think you're still in that room, I wouldn't.
Oh, but the second paragraph is interesting.
Yeah. No, it is beyond the barrier. I don't think you have enough
Let's just call it-
precision
let's
into
just
where
call
he
it
is.
no. It didn't work. Like I
Call it a
I
message.
put in
It's
my
like a
finger
TV
toward-
antenna where you gotta like tune it in and move it around a little bit.
Right. Like so, I pointed my finger toward the lounge. She wasn't there. It fizzled. Right. Okay.
Yep.
Let's move on.
Yep. All right, Squawk.
I keep walking south.
Okay.
I'm walking again. Yeah, I'm gonna walk out. I'm gonna walk out the door.
Okay. You have also remember that your speed is only 25, by the way.
Okay, but then I'll take it. Then once I get to the door.
Yeah, you get almost to the door.
Okay. And then I'll take my dash action.
Okay. And you're just leaving all the way?
Yes.
Okay, so as you walk out and you pass, you walk by what looks like Wakanga.
Oh no!
I thought we learned about this change without anybody knowing.
So I'll put you right here in case you want to react. Or
Didn't
do you
I just look out in this courtyard? You said I saw messengers.
Yes,
How 6 seconds later is Wakanga in there?
No, I'm telling you, he sees Wakanga because that's you.
Oh, I got it. I
He
thought
doesn't know. He doesn't know that
Got
that's
it.
you. He just sees Wakanga standing right next to
I thought we learned lessons from the past.
That would be really funny if there was just two Wakangas right outside the door.
Dude, you are Wakanga.
Said, I turn into Wakanda, and then it's like I see Wakanda. He's like, wow, how do you see that? Like, this is what he looks like.
Hey, my Wakanga don't want none. Okay?
So does Squawk do anything, or
why do I care about Wakanda? Who is he?
Wakanga is the person that Syndra was staying, whose house he was staying at. She was staying at Wakanga's house. That's where you guys first went when you entered the city. He's the one.
I wasn't with them, and I wasn't with them during that, so I don't know.
You were with him.
You were with us.
Was it?
Yes.
Oh, he's the one that. He's the one that
the
we
very
initially
first
talked
person you met in Port
He
Massachusetts.
sent us on
Like,
that mission
yeah,
to give the shield to the other guy.
Yeah, I apologize. Thank you for. Okay. Wakanda, what are you doing here?
And I just extremely briefly turn back into myself, and I say, "Just get moving."
Is that a
And
thing
then-
you can do?
Why are you training to the
Oh, is that a thing you?
I
Is that a thing
cast,
you can do?
I can cast disguise self at will. So
Oh, so you just spell it
quickly
and then kind of recast it on yourself.
say, "Get moving, Squawk," and then at will. Yeah.
I'll allow it. Yeah.
As a speech action, just even if it's just the face.
Is it
Sure.
like a cantrip?
Actually, if they let him out, I'll just go ahead and turn back into myself and walk with him.
Okay.
That because my plan was to interrupt if they started stabbing him.
Okay.
Right. So now that I see that no one's actively stabbing him, I feel like let's not mess with it.
Okay. So you guys walk back towards the street together.
Yeah.
All right. So and I'll
Where's
just
the funny talking man?
you guys. So these gladiators come through and they have some conversations with the attendant, and these doors.
They lock the building from the inside. Oh no!
All right.
You guys remember Zygmundo?
He's
And,
invisible. He's got an hour. He can leave through. I'm sure there's a lot of exits in a building like that. I told him.
He's going to have to Shawshank it out of there and go through a tube.
He
500 yards.
He won't be surprised. I told him he needed to break out.
All right, so I mean,
So hold on. I'm gonna pull you back over to the other side now.
Now you need to find a way out. Too bad you didn't explore that.
It truly was a Shawshank Redemption.
oh no, everyone do their best, Morgan Freeman.
That was my best, Tim. Tim. Not Tim. Who was that? Tim.
I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Okay,
Tim
so I
Robbins.
make it back to the middle of the.
Yes.
I make it back to the middle of, I guess, the grand stairway, and I look
Yep.
south, and I tell them they shut the doors.
Yeah. So that's gonna cost you about 15 more.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I got no other option.
Yeah.
15
So
minutes.
the door to the far south is shut.
How big is this house?
This
Pretty
one.
big. It's huge. It's a villa. This is one of the 7 richest people in the entire
Dude,
city.
remember our house in Cabo?
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Didn't
Cobble
take
house?
15 minutes to walk down the stairway.
Pretty big house.
15 feet. 15 feet.
Oh, okay. I thought you said 15 minutes. He cut out there. I was like, what?
I mean, dude, I don't see any guards at this point.
That's correct.
Am I still in
Well,
combat?
you can still see them. Actually, you can see them coming down above you.
Oh, dude, they're still coming down, but even the guys down.
Yeah, they're still coming down.
All right. Well, I'm gonna continue by the pool to the east of the pool, please.
Like here.
Yeah, as far as you let me move.
That's about it. Okay.
All right. Well, that's the end of my turn.
All right. So this guard gets to about here. This guard gets to about here.
I glanced to my east. Can I make it out those windows?
That would be a really tight fit.
Yeah, we're not gonna worry about that. I'm gonna the door.
What's up?
I'm gonna continue my way south to the door.
Okay. All right. So let's see. All right. You can make it right to the door.
Okay, that's where I go to the side. Yeah, there you are.
Do you open it or?
No, I mean that's my turn, isn't it?
I mean, that was your movement. You've got an action, bonus action.
Okay. My action is I
Another
like to
movement.
cautiously open the door.
Okay. I'm gonna have you roll another stealth check.
That's totally understandable. Oh no.
All right. So you do open the door. That's the good news.
Okay, good news.
Which way?
Yeah, which way? Well, if it's ocean,
Towards
it's
them.
outward, right?
And so both of the gladiators guards turn and see the door open, and one of them kind of slams his spear against the shield to get the attention of the other, and motions towards the door. Opening the door is a free action. So if you want to do anything, wanna
I'm
take an
not
action.
doing it. I mean, I'm aside of the not moving.
okay. So I need to look up what happens if you're invisible and somebody runs into you.
Well, I thought I was to the side of the door. I mean, it looks like I'm not in the way, right?
Answer:
Yeah.
you are no longer invisible.
So the door is, in this case,
Oh,
in
boy.
between 2 tiles.
That's bad.
You see what I mean?
Ah, okay.
So, here's what I'll give you: I'll give you an acrobatics check to get out of the way of the guards as they come through.
Nice.
All right. Acrobatics. Oh,
Oh, Lord.
All right. So,
You got a backup character, right, Andrew?
all right. So let me take care of these guards up here first.
thanks, guys.
Hey,
I
we
figured
didn't
an invisible man who was told to run would have found a better way out of the house.
Wouldn't have just run to the front door.
That's just right out the front door.
All right. So this guard, as he kind of storms through, searching, looking, what was that? Right? He bumps into you and kind of steps back, surprised. And let's look up invisibility really quick here.
I can copy pasta it if you would like.
Thank you. That'd be nice.
I did not target
This
one.
spell
additional-
ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell, but not necessarily bumped into.
Okay. And
Also,
the
I
invisible.
believe before Hansi was bumped into while invisible and did not lose invisibility
don't
when
think-
fighting
so-
the goblins in the goblin.
Here's what I will
Okay, for
say.
the purposes of hiding, the creature is heavily obscured. So at this point, they know there's an invisible creature there, but you have like very excellent cover,
A telltale shimmer.
something like that.
See, dark magic. It would be
Attack rolls have
Just shut your
disadvantage
mouth.
against you.
okay. So I mean, there's a dude in the doorway, right?
There is.
All right. Well, I'm still invisible, so
Well, wait, it's still their turn.
It is
Yeah.
still their turn.
I'm just checking. I'm still invisible, right?
You're still invisible, but he is going to take a swing at you. He's going to start to poke with his spear in the direction of whatever is out there.
Also, the weapon in his hand.
Ah!
All right. Okay, and he has disadvantage. So, can you guys see what I rolled?
Yeah,
17?
17.
Yes.
All right. Does the 17 hit?
I mean, I got AC of 12, so
Yeah.
plus 1 is 13.
Okay. So it hits. So all right. So he sticks, and he can feel like it jamming into something. Pulls it back, and can see a little bit of blood on the tip of his spear. And he shouts out to the gladiators, "Somebody is invisible! Show yourself!"
Yeah, wow. Oh, shit. Is it my turn yet or not?
So this guy comes through, but he's
Oh,
He's just
Lord,
gotta
there's
grab-
another one.
yeah, and now it is your turn. Yes.
Are both of these doors open?
Uh,
Can we see
you know
what's
what?
going
They
on?
are not. They were
Oh,
closed
because
by
they were closed and locked.
by the guards. Yep.
Man,
It almost hit us. It almost hit us on the way out.
where's the
A
plank
door
Why is he not with us?
opening is a free action, right? Meaning I can do a couple of those.
A door. Yeah.
All right, give me 1 second here. Now, I'm sorry. This was not what I prepped for. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to attempt to roll sleep against these two knuckleheads. Actually, because sleep is an area damage,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to throw sleep right there.
Okay.
At a 20-foot radius.
Yep.
No, I'm sorry, diameter of 20 feet. Through walls, I believe we determined.
Well, the door is open. You opened it, so
Yeah. Yeah. I would say that you can hit the two of them without trying to do.
All right, I'm gonna throw sleep, and I'm casting it at a level.
Because this is magical, so like
Right, yeah. Give me 1 second.
it's not like it's a grenade.
All right, I'm going to cast it at a level 2 because.
Because you fucking can.
No, actually, I'm going to do it at a level 3 because I need to get my. So that's what we're going to do. Hold
Okay.
on. And level 3. "90 feet is the distance I can cast at, not its or
Yep.
the diameter."
Okay. And help me understand what these effects are.
Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can't.
the effect is like a hit point pool.
There. I'm gonna just paste it. It just be easier.
It's like a hit point pool against the enemies.
And then I cast it at a level 3, which means this.
Right. So did you roll it? Do we add the 28 plus the 18?
I'm only going off of the macro that they've included. So I actually
So the so 5d8. So how many d8 should you be rolling?
So I cast it at level 3, so that would be 3d8.
Second level or higher.
No, that doesn't work.
No, that's you roll 5d8 plus 6. You should roll 7d8.
Okay.
Okay, let's just re-roll. Just roll 7d8 because neither of the other two are 7d8.
All right, fine. 7d8. Here we go. Roll 7d8 plus. I don't think I do a modifier.
No, it's just a straight 7d8.
Oh, both of these say. Oh, that's weird. Okay.
Yeah, it's just straight 7d8. Okay, 31. All right. So now the question is,
That's pretty good.
does this? So let's say that one of the guards has 32 hit points. Does it still affect him?
No.
Let's say each of them have 32 hit points. Does it affect them?
No.
Does it affect any of them?
Let me read through that real quick here.
You got to overcome their hit points, and then it rolls over to the next one if you do overcome it.
I mean, is that I'm default?
I don't know the answer, so
That's Dash the Unwise was looking into sleep, and that was the.
I know the rollover aspect is true. What I'm not sure of is if. So here's the deal: all of them have more than 31 hit points, and so I've never encountered the situation where sleep doesn't.
I believe it fails.
So it just does nothing.
I believe one of them yawns.
Sigmunda, do you have any reason to believe it does something besides not work?
I know what it does. It takes Sigmundo out of stealth.
And it also takes Sigmundo out of stealth. Starting with the creature that has the lowest hit points, each creature affected falls unconscious until the spell ends, etc., etc. Subtract each creature's hit points from the total before moving on to the creature with the next lowest. A creature's hit points must be equal or less than the remaining total for that creature to be affected. So
Right.
if it's above, they're
All right.
unaffected.
So you come out of invisibility, say the magic words, wave your hands, cast a spell on them, and nothing happens.
All right, I'm going to use my primary action of dash to bolt toward the southern door.
Is that a bonus action?
No, I mean like my primary action of. Oh yeah, well no, it's my
No,
movement
you
action.
can't do an action and a movement and a dash. You have a
No!
special ability to do that. Yeah.
You're absolutely right. So
You have your move left. You have your bonus action.
Oh, I don't have a bonus action dash, so.
No, but your move, you can still
can
move
move.
30 feet.
And I would
Yes, that's what I'm
suggest you
saying.
move.
I'm gonna try to move like that way.
Okay.
I got nothing, man. I
Is
mean,
that? Oh.
That's opportunity attack. But,
Two of them.
but what else is he going to do?
Yeah, he's got to run. He's got.
All right. So. Okay. All right. So you move this way. You get to here. So that's going to be an opportunity attack for one of them.
No, because one of them already poked him, right?
I already took that damage.
So that one hits you for
9.
9 more.
Okay.
All right. So you fling the doors open, run through.
Aye!
Attack of opportunity for the next one.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Does 12 hit you?
No, it does not.
Woo!
Okay.
Good thing. Man, you would have been damn near dead. Oh boy.
Yeah,
you
1
can
HP
make it-
off.
Yeah,
So,
1 AC off.
So you guys are like down here, because you can make it to here.
Let's see.
And at this point, I would say that Squawk and Steve, you could see Zigmundo fleeing.
Exactly.
All right.
Do we see anyone chasing him?
I'd like to take a a reaction then, if I may? If I
Well,
see
it's more like if you want to get back into it, we'll add you back into initiative.
Yeah,
No.
I'll head back next to him over here.
So go ahead and roll
Just to the left.
initiative.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus,
I'm trying to
why?
click on my character, but I'm not sure if it's working because I'm out of the map. But I'll give it a shot.
Here, I'll put you back on the map.
Okay.
Squawk's
But I
like,
just-
nope, I'm not back on the map.
I just wanted to be right next to him, though, like not any closer to the building than I need to be. Okay, thank you. Character sheet. Back to this. I was looking at my spells to see what I could help him with.
Here, I'll just add you back. Here.
Thank you.
Because your initiative doesn't really matter. I'm going to add you to. And so what's Squawk doing?
Is anyone chasing Zygmunt out the door yet?
Not yet.
I am going to reserve my action to wait and see if anyone comes charging out the door.
Okay. Just gonna move you over here, just out of the way for now.
That makes sense. We have a slightly longer combat history than.
All right. So it's the gladiator, the guard.
Why are you getting stabbed for him?
I'm not gonna get stabbed. I'm gonna figure this out.
Oh, God, for real? I didn't make it? Oh, no.
Okay. So
I don't know
so
if I can help you with that.
I
the
just want
guards
to go
come
home.
storming up.
I'm supposed to be here today.
The guards come storming up. Get on your knees! Get on your knees! Give up! We have you! Continue fighting and you will die.
Well,
Okay.
Steve, it's your turn.
Well,
Is
so
it?
it's still their turn. And they're looking to you guys to see kind of... And they're definitely talking to both of you, by the way.
I cast a glance over towards Zygmundo and then put my hands behind my head and get on my knees.
I'm looking at my secondary invisibility action.
Don't worry about it.
Uh,
Just
I mean, it's not my turn, so I can't.
you can't do
So-
anything.
So they're
You're
looking
asking me to,
for
like, do
some
something
sort
not
of
on my turn.
initiative
So
from you. Like you get a little bit of a turn.
Do you kneel or not?
I kneel.
Because it's basically they're going to decide whether to shove a spear through your gut or not. Like, are
What
you
I'm saying
listening
is
to
I
them?
bend the knee.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Bend the knee, right? Just bend it.
Okay, so you bend the knee and then you're surrounded by the guards.
Well,
Squawk,
hold on. All of them? Can they move that far? Did you check to see they could all move that far down?
I will double check. Because I'm assuming that the next turn you actually is used by you guys taking the knee.
Oh, well, you didn't say that. If that's the case, then I would try to persuade them. You said you get
Okay.
a sort of turn.
Yeah,
Just
so
try to-
they're looking to see, are you going to take the knee or should they continue attacking you?
Okay, so I make placating motions then to them
Okay.
and show them I'm unarmed and just make placating motions.
Okay, so they're pounding their
As
spears
my
against the
battle
shield.
act. All right.
Get down on the ground. And it's your turn, Steve.
Okay, I cast command on the two guards that I can see
Okay.
and tell them flee.
Okay. Go ahead and post command.
Steve spells.
It's a good thing we're leaving for the jungle soon. We're not making many friends here.
My goodness.
What's your DC?
Let's see. I think my DC is like 8 plus my charisma plus my warlock level or something like that.
Go to your spell sheet and it'll tell you right at the top.
Oh, okay. Spell sheet. Spell save DC 14 against a wisdom.
So what spell slot are you using?
One of my two.
No.
And
What
it's-
level?
What level?
Well, I only need a second to
Mhm.
to do it, but I believe everything that I cast is at a third automatically.
Okay,
Yeah,
got it.
Warlock's
Oh yeah,
only third.
warlocks are
Yeah.
weird.
And your DC is 14, is that what you said, or 12?
This character sheet says it's 14.
14.
Oh god. Oh
Wow,
god.
so many.
Okay. So both of these two go ahead and well, we'll talk about that on their turn. But they appear like they're
Well, no, I kind of need to know what they're doing.
Like they
now.
appear like they're what? You cut out.
looking to flee.
Okay. All right. Okay, and then I tell Zygmunt. Now, if we go south, that's further out into the courtyard and then into the city.
That's correct.
Okay, I tell Zygmundo, break out, and then I run out.
Okay, so hold on,
Abort! Abort!
we need more room for activities, so give me a minute.
Oh god.
I'm gonna go harass the cooks.
Yeah, suddenly my plan wasn't so bad.
No, I'm saving a teammate. I was just sitting on a cushion.
No, I understand it. Nick's bird shot all over everything. And then he flew away. That's what happened. Fucking seagull
Yeah, he can
operator
fly
over
out of here. That's good. That's actually pretty good for us. We don't need multiple people down.
All right. So this ended up being more involved than anticipated.
Yeah, that's what happens when we leave, Hiller's in charge of just trying to ask simply, where is this person?
Why? What does it have to do with me?
Hey, where
The
is?
last conversation when we left was talking directly to Steve, saying, "Don't do anything stupid."
Hey, I'm the least culpable.
Just go to the dude, figure out where the guide is, and then we leave.
The least culpable person.
We're never gonna get out of this fucking town.
All right, so Steve, it's still your turn. You finished casting command.
Yeah, and they looked like they were running, and I told Zig to run, and then I ran because it looked like they were running. So
Just straight south.
Yeah, out of the courtyard into the city. Oh boy.
Okay, and
Yeah.
Zygmundo, it's your turn.
He didn't get attacked by a disengage.
Not if they're running away.
No.
Yeah. I'm going to use dash, and I'm going to get as far south as possible.
Okay.
I think that'd be 60 feet in this instance.
Yep.
Thank you.
That's always good when the guy you saved outstrips you. just starts. It's
You don't have to be
totally
fast. You just have to be faster than your friends.
I don't have to outrun them. I just have to outrun you.
Right, right.
All right, so these guys head in opposite directions.
Still inside the villa walls.
They're outside. You guys were both outside. These guys up here,
Oh, yeah.
north,
Okay.
they're currently inside, but they're heading outside.
Oh, I didn't affect them.
No.
That's unfortunate.
Don't worry, Steve. I've got something up my sleeves. My big
Yeah,
wizard
you and
sleeves.
you and me both, guy. I still got one spell slot.
All right, so this gladiator right here, This guard, he takes his spear that he's carrying and he chucks it at Steve.
Oh God.
Does that hit?
My AC is 16.
Then it hits.
Ties go to the victor.
Yes. Yeah, your attack just has to equal the AC of your opponent.
Okay.
It'll always technically go to the victor.
Okay. That was the joke.
Then he pulls one of the other spears out of his back.
Other spears.
Yeah, he had another spear, man.
Yeah, they're guards. They're
We're
paid
not
to
in the
kill things.
tutorial anymore. These people will
And
fucking
he chucks
kill
that
you.
one at you.
Oh.
So I take 18 altogether.
Yep. So this other guard takes his spear, throws at you, but he has to struggle a little bit to get it that far. Be at a distance.
Oh my god.
Hits you.
Nice knowing you. Not how I thought you were going to die tonight.
That's what
but
I get for trying to save somebody. I should have just ran away.
All right. What are you at now, by the way?
2.
Okay. And he takes his other spear from out of his back satchel. Struggles again. Just barely throws it. It wobbles in the air.
Oh my god, the anticipation.
I'm down.
Oh. Oofa.
Wow.
Oh no.
I didn't know they had multiple throwing spears, and I'm down.
You know that scene in 300 when the guy just like gets all those arrows thrown at him and shot into him?
Seriously.
Remember that scene in 300 where they go to just meet with somebody and they end up inspecting his house just ridiculously unprovoked?
I'd like to book an appointment, please. Steve is dead.
And they start yelling at the cooking staff for some reason.
All right, Steve. Death saving throw, please. And you have to hit a 15 because of the death curse.
Oh, delightful. Okay, so is that a death save?
That's not gonna do it.
Is it my
wait.
recollection correct that you guys knew he wasn't even there and yet you were trying to look for him?
I
Oh, no,
wasn't
we weren't
looking for him.
We were snooping.
I was snooping.
Okay, all right, okay.
I don't know what Nick was doing.
I stepped away because I came back and you guys were.
No,
I
he
was
wasn't
super
there.
stealthy
I'm-
and invisible, not
I'm-
opening doors, and then Nick decided to literally.
I'm gonna roll.
By the way, Nick is free and clear of this scenario now.
Luck die. How many luck die do you have left now?
One more now.
Okay, so that is a save success. So mark off one success.
Yep.
Okay, and Zygmundo, it is your turn.
How sparky do I want to get here? Oh God.
It's kind of quiet over here, huh?
You guys remember Steve? He sure seemed useful. Oh well.
Hey, you want to go check out the dino races rolling?
Yeah, I mean that sounds like fun.
I'm gonna go for casting sleep again.
Okay.
Here's the deal.
Okay. You might get one.
You know what? I could set the whole town on fire. I mean, there's no middle ground. It's like take a nap, you're dead. All right, whatever. Fuck it. I'm gonna throw a fireball.
Okay, all right.
I can just burn the whole place down. There we go. Just for context, not that it doesn't. Right there.
Sorry, can you ping again?
Yeah, right between the two guards.
Okay, all right.
All right, here goes nothing.
And that's a how big is that fireball?
Yeah, give me a second.
30-foot radius, I think.
The fireball is which is what I'm casting it at. That should definitely hit them. Because they'd be within a 15-foot radius of the.
Yep. You said it's 30-foot radius, right?
20-foot radius.
20-foot radius.
Right. So by the square standard, they are 15 feet apart.
All right, I'll give it to you. They both get hit. All right, so they have got a DC 15 dexterity save. All right, so number one, so the top one is gonna do his. He's got a plus. So hold on. All right. He does not save. The bottom one saves. All right, so the top one takes 30 damage. Yeah? Is that right?
Looks like it.
Half damage for the other one. Is that correct?
It does look like that as well.
Okay.
All right. Also, because I'm a little pansy, I'm gonna move south as fast as peace.
You're just running?
Oh yeah. I will. Oh shit. Yeah. Hang on.
Leaving flame in his dust. That guard had a family, you know.
He still does.
So you're running 30 feet to the south?
Yeah, well, hold on. Let me think about it for. I mean, that's the gut reaction.
Okay.
Now. But like, I need to think about what my character. And give me a little bit of. Yeah, I'm gonna move 30 feet to south.
Okay.
That's my
All
move.
right. So these guys are no longer under the influence of command.
No shit.
And they can get pretty close.
Next week, we rescue Steve.
No, he's dead.
No.
He's
next
done.
week. Next week you meet a new character.
Steve's
dead.
So,
They can attack him while he's down.
they can, but they grab him by kind of the scruff of his collar and pick him up with one arm, dangling him, and hold the spear next to his neck and say, "Come back and surrender, or your friend is dead."
Oh my god, we're gonna get roped into this, Roland.
Hey man, I have no idea what's going on.
And Squawk, you're nearby as well, so I'll say that Squawk and Zigmundo both hear this.
Ah, damn it! Now I gotta help him. Ah.
All right. So whose turn is it?
Yeah, what's
Yeah,
the turn order?
really sucks for you, Squawk, to have to help
It's
him
actually
now.
Steve, so Steve, go ahead and roll your death save.
Criminy.
DC 15.
Yep.
No. No.
I assume
Okay,
you're gonna use
here
that
comes.
last luck die.
Yeah, here's the last luck die. Oh,
Oh God!
So
This
mark a,
night is just not working for you.
so mark a failure off.
yeah.
It started bad, it might end bad.
I'm dying for reals over here. Oh man, I had so many outs. I got out of that first combat in like 2 turns. I should have just left.
Desh the Unwise will be coming back.
Maybe that's definitely one of the
Okay,
options.
so mark off one success. You've got one success and one failure.
Correct.
Yeah, he's got that.
They're marked.
Okay. Squawk, it's your turn.
Okay. Squawk feels kind of bad with the situation getting out of hand.
Kind of that.
Just as I got shape-shifting. Oh, God.
Just Squawk feels bad?
Don't worry, it's probably Recto's fault.
I had levels planned out. Oh, whole levels.
See, I don't think Squawk would care that Steve died. But
I warned you about this bird person.
I honestly don't know why he would. Like, if you're role-playing this, Squawk wouldn't give a shit about Steve.
Yeah, but Zigmundo also knows that Squawk didn't come back for Steve and sucked the guards on him anyway, so live to tell my story, Zigmundo.
Which means Zigmundo would tell us that Squawk killed everybody.
Squawk's gonna is gonna hesitate. He's gonna fly back down. Then he's gonna land like.
Okay. So you can get
Now all right.
nearby.
Yeah. Okay. Say, we told you we were leaving. Why are you attacking us?
You are intruders.
We told you we were leaving, and you let us walk out. And then you attacked. Now
We were attacked inside of our home by that wizard. I'm pointing down to Zigmundo.
He was leaving with us. You attacked him as he was walking out the door.
And they just kind of pull Steve further up and say, "Surrender to us now, or he is dead. No more discussion."
He's dead already. He looks like he's dead already. Let me just take him, and we will leave you alone.
He is. Go ahead and roll persuasion with disadvantage. This is gonna be a hard one, by the way.
Ooh. No disadvantage up.
Okay. If the wizard surrenders to us, you can have your injured friend back.
I gotta take a look at the Zigmundo and see that he's kind of like hobbled as well. And I say, okay, what if I give you gold?
No gold. Jobal would have us killed. There was an
Why do
intruder.
I know that you have done this? We were here to see Jobal. All we needed was a map. Things got out of hand.
Things got out of hand.
We just
Enough! Wizard, what do you say? Sigmundo's turn.
Thank you. Sleep. Go to sleep.
Ah.
I love this game.
I just kill everybody there. I want to see if I can just kill everybody in that circle and walk away and pretend like nothing happened.
Something tells me killing 4 guards and nothing happening.
Oh no, I'd also be killing Steve Dark Magic and Squawk at the same time.
Well, to be fair, you wouldn't be killing him at this point. You just
That's starting to sound pretty good.
I would be letting Steve die, and then how many hit points you got? Squawk? I can't click on that, but I'm going to assume that will. If I get
He has
anywhere
42.
blast.
How much?
It's got 42.
Squawk
Yeah,
is
that's
good.
actually kind
42
of
is a
high.
bard? Jesus Christ.
What say you, Zig?
Yeah, okay. Fine. As long as all 3 of us are in. Wait. I surrender and the other 2 go free?
That was the deal that the guards made.
All right, fine. Here's the deal, and this is why I'm doing this. It's against Andrew's better judgment, but my character is a neutral good, which means that I will do anything to make sure that the party survives. So 2 is better than 1, and so I surrender.
All right. So they throw Steve on the ground at your legs, Squawk, and come down and surround Zigmundo
I got my hands up.
and escort him back up into the villa. Do you so you can take a turn to stabilize Steve. Yeah, they walk in through the doors and close and lock. You can take a turn to stabilize Steve.
So here's the question on stabilizing. Typically, it takes a DC 10 medicine check. What is that in this particular module?
That is still the same. So it would still be a DC 10 medicine check, unless Squawk has something special he can do.
Unless he has
Any sort of healing will stabilize him immediately.
Okay, medicine check.
That'll do it. All right. And that is where we'll cut it.
Oh my
today.
god!
I feel like that went well.
Hey, at first I felt bad about taking you away from that whole situation there, No, but I think we kind of ended up on the plus side of all this.
Oh,
I
don't
can't
worry,
believe-
don't worry. We're
I
gonna
think we're
end
gonna
up.
be the only two who can show our face in this whole fucking town when this is over.
Well, guess what? Steve is wearing a different face from now on.
We will be staying at the nice, comfy inn, and all of you will be staying in the woods just on the outskirts.
No,
If we're not in this state,
we're gonna end up at that villa. Don't worry.
Maybe.
We just have to figure out how we're gonna do this.
Now, sooner or later, you guys are still at the meeting point, right?
Nah, man, we went off to get brunch.
Oh, you went to get friends. Okay.
Yeah, that went in an unexpected direction.
Yeah, I bet it did.
I thought this was gonna become like shopping simulator pretty quickly.
I really thought it was. Hey, we're here. We just like to know where Iku is. Can you point us in the right direction?
No, I've never.
Yeah, he's right over there. Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
We're gonna go over there.
Hour and a half later, never been closer to death.
I don't understand how we could screw that up.
Just sit there and wait for him. He wasn't even. Why do we need to nose around one of the richest people in the area? It's like, hey, we're at Steve Jobs' house. Let's just nose around a little bit. He'll be here in an hour. Let's peek
Are
around.
you kidding me? If I was at Steve Jobs' house, all I'd want to do is
The compulsion to nose around would be pretty strong.
I guess.
For an
I
urchin
was doing
warlock,
a great job of nosing around until somebody decided to go slap a cook.
The guy hits a couple persuasion die, and he thinks he can tell the world what to do.
be like, my modifiers are unbeatable. What could possibly go wrong? This won't all end in slaughter.
Squawk.
I don't think he got hurt at all.
Squawk.
No, he didn't.
No, nothing.
He didn't. He didn't get hit. No consequences.
Squawk's got some work to do to
Fair,
get back
I
in
talked
good
to
graces
him.
in our group. I'm just gonna say.
Seriously, I would like to accept him in, but RP wise, it's pretty difficult right now.
I warned everybody. Listen, these guys' chicken feet are really creepy. Just, I warned you.
Aside from the fact that I sort of kind of started that, I did get Steve and I out of it without having to fight.
Oh, congratulations!
That worked out perfectly. We tried to get one person's location, and now we have a prisoner.
What? One near death and one imprisoned, but we're not all dead.
So
So technically, I did great.
Now we can go back and ask for this guide, which we still haven't met, and for our friend who tried to stab and they think kill with them.
Hey guys, spoiler alert! I think we're gonna have to pick a new guy.
It was such a simple task. It really was.
You have an appointment.
So to be
Don't
clear,
read
Joe
it
Ball
there.
is the merchant prince in charge of all guides.
Yeah.
Oh God!
Right.
No,
So-
this jungle's gonna be really so much easier when it's just us.
Go to house. Ask where guide is. Go get guide. That's it.
2
right?
hours.
I mean, that's
2
it.
hours and we meet back.
So Troy, before next time, I will send you a new picture for my token. At least while we're in Chult.
Okay.
Right. Like we'll have to set up
So
the
you're
session.
basically basically be permanently donning a new face. Is that the
Whilst
plan?
we're in town, at least I am not gonna be anything looking like this anymore. It's too dangerous.